Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. I have a frightening and moving story for you about a man caught up in a web of suspicion and accused of unprovoked murder. From this beginning, point builds upon point until he is almost overwhelmed with prejudice and hatred, and the life he knew and believed in is distorted and made ugly. Many years ago, Kipling said in a poem that east was east and west was west, and that they would never meet. Our story concerns a similar situation that is very much with us today. Our mystery drama, With Malice, Aforethought, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Sidney Sloan and stars Carlos Carrasco. When Sergeant Gilmore Roby climbed into the unmarked car assigned to the narco squad that night, he had nothing on his mind that troubled him. All the way out to the bust, he sat quietly in the car. Oh, of course, there was danger. There always was during a bust. But after nearly 10 years on the force and 100 incidents a year, danger became routine. You knew it was there. You were prepared. You did your job. After all this time, you tried not to get up a sweat. You just couldn't and do your job right. And Gil Roby tried to do his best every time. That's what was expected of him. That's what he was paid for. And then it happened. The thing he had always kept hidden in the back of his mind.
Gil?
Yeah?
You see anything?
No. Nothing's moving.
Just been talking to the captain. He says they're in there. They're working in there.
Windows look dark. No lights.
Painted over, probably.
Smoke coming out the chimney. Smell it?
Yeah.
There's no mistaking that smell. Wood fire.
That's right. Nothing suspicious. Looks like a peaceful old suburban house.
What's the plan?
On a signal. The usual. He'll blink his flash 3 times. You take the back door, I'm taking the front. They'll cover us and keep the sides under control.
You're taking the front door, Kip?
Yeah.
Captain assigned it that way?
No, I did. All he said was you and Roby take the front door and the back.
The front is the tougher spot. Why you?
Front or back? You gonna give me an argument? They're both lousy.
Look, Kip, I don't
Now
want...
shut up. That's a signal. Get moving. Now wait till you hear me. Then move in like gangbusters.
Open up! Open up, police! You are surrounded! Come out with your hands behind your neck! Stop! Stop!
Gil, are you all right? Oh, good. There you are. Now we got everything all tied up in front. We bagged them all.
Not all. Take a look.
Yeah, you got him. Right through the head.
Come in. Come in, Sergeant. Sit down.
Thanks, Chief.
That's your report in your hand?
I just typed it up.
Signed it yet?
I thought you might want to read it first, Captain. Here.
Yeah. Thanks.
Everything okay?
Gil, don't sign this yet.
Why?
Who's the lawyer for the police welfare organization now?
Hendrickson. You know that, sir.
Yeah, I thought he'd retired. Well, before you sign any statement, better talk it over with Pete Hendrickson.
I don't get it, Chief.
The kid was dead on arrival. It isn't good.
Yeah, I know. Look, in 10 years as a cop, I never killed a man before. The kid had a pistol pointed right at me. He saw me in the light from the doorway when he came out. I yelled at him to stop. I saw his gun turn in my direction, and then
He didn't put up his hands after you called to him and identified yourself as a police officer?
No, not then.
But he put up his hands?
After I shot him. His hands went flying up. Then he just crumpled forward into the high grass.
About the gun, You're sure you saw him point a gun at you?
As big as a cannon.
Gil, I'm going to have to ask you for your badge and your gun.
I'm being suspended?
Yeah, Gil.
I don't get it. A suspected pusher pulls a gun on me. I defend myself by shooting him.
That's the big question, Gil. The dead kid didn't have a gun on him.
But he did. He did.
The whole area was cordoned off and searched. They went over it with a fine-tooth comb.
No gun.
No gun.
Is that you, honey?
Yeah, Rita.
You're later than usual tonight. Poker game at the precinct house?
Rita, please go back to bed.
Go to bed. Are you crazy? I'm starving. The doctor said my appetite would improve when I got into my 5th month. He wasn't even beginning to state the facts. What's the matter, Gil?
Rita, I killed a man tonight.
Oh, Gil. Oh, Gil, honey. Oh, my darling. Oh, my...
And I'm in real trouble.
Trouble? What do you mean, trouble? You didn't just go out and knock somebody off for kicks. It was duty, wasn't it?
Yeah, at least that's what I thought. That's the way it started.
I don't get you. What are you talking about?
Take a look at the paper. I just picked it up at the newsstand. First edition.
Trigger Happy Cop. Dead kid. Oh, what? It's a damn scandal sheet. What do they mean, kid?
19, Rita. He was just a kid.
Well, he's 19. Lots of young kids are rotten, stealing, crooked, pushing dope. What did he do?
As far as we know, he didn't do anything. No record, nothing on him. He was suspected of being a pusher, but there was nothing on him to prove it.
Nothing on him but a gun. I know you, Gil. You wouldn't take a pot shot at a man without some kind of,
Provocation?
Yeah, provocation. He must have pulled a gun on you.
They say he didn't.
Who says?
I saw a gun in his hand, pointed at me, but it was never found.
Well, they didn't look hard enough.
They looked all right.
Then somebody hid it or took it away or...
No. Police were there. No one got near the place until it had been completely gone over.
Then how do you explain it?
I can't. I saw a gun.
Okay. So maybe there wasn't any, and you thought he was aiming at you, and it was dark.
Now, leave that defense for my lawyer.
Lawyer? You're going to be tried?
I don't know.
But they couldn't, Gil.
Yeah, they can. A black cop kills a white kid. How does that sound, Rita? The way you keep asking me that over and over again, it makes me think you don't believe me.
Now, just a minute, Roby. I'm your lawyer, and I want to do the best job I can for you. But if you keep fighting me...
I told you the way it happened. He was coming out the door with that gun pointed at me.
Still hanging on to that, huh?
That's the truth. Don't you want the truth?
Sure, but...
No buts. That's the truth.
And it just dissolved into thin air. Huh?
I don't know.
Look, you know there was a gun, and I believe you, but do you think a jury is going to believe you?
Jury? Well, I thought you said...
The DA spoke to me this afternoon in my office. He's going after an indictment. He's not happy about it. Nobody's happy about it. But the papers are talking about a cover-up. If they don't make a big try to punish you, the whole political machine at City Hall will be in hot water. The lid'll blow off.
So, I'm going to have to take the rap to keep the lid on.
I wouldn't put it quite that way.
What other way is there?
You did knock off that kid.
Yeah, that's all I've heard. Over and over again.
A lot of hate mail coming in on you. And it isn't all from whites.
Well, what can I do?
Stop trying to fight this thing. And start listening to people who know more about the law and public opinion than you do.
Meaning you?
Yeah, me. The commissioner, the mayor, the DA.
Go on.
I'm going to put in a plea of, but to put it in layman terms, we're going to say that you've been ill lately, suffering from severe headaches, that you've been fed a lot of racist propaganda. We'll bring in psychiatrists, psychologists.
No. I won't stand for that. You want to cop a plea? Insanity, right? Going to say I was crazy with hate when I shot the white kid.
And not exactly.
You're going to drag racism into it, making it object lesson.
Listen to me, Roby.
Sergeant Roby. Sergeant Gilmore Roby to you, Mr. Watson.
Okay, Sergeant Gilmore Roby. What do you want to do?
I'll tell you what I don't want to do. I don't want to play the black and white game. Sure, I'm black, and I know it. But I'm not anti-white. I'm not bitter. I'm not aggressive. I don't carry it around like a sword. I'm a man, a citizen. I pay my taxes. I do my job. I try to do it well. I don't hate anybody.
Well, it seems that we have wasted 1 hour and 45 minutes of my time.
Wasted?
You won't cooperate. You will not listen to anyone.
Well, you're trying to put words and ideas into my head, into my mouth, that are completely false.
I'm sure you won't have too much trouble finding a new lawyer.
You're walking out?
You're letting me out. My secretary will prepare a letter, which you will sign, releasing me. Good day, Sergeant.
Who are you calling, Gil?
I'm trying to reach Kip. It's about the 5th time I've tried to reach him. I guess he's not in.
Well, he's married, isn't he? Isn't she ever home?
I don't know. You met his wife, Rita.
Oh, yeah. Doris, isn't it? Once on that boat ride picnic 2 years ago.
She was very nice. You two had a long talk.
Yeah, and that was the end of it. There was a lot said about the 4 of us getting together, but it never happened.
Oh, now, darn it, Rita. What are you trying to say?
Look, it's pretty obvious, isn't it? We're not her kind, and she politely let us know it.
Look, I don't worry about her. Kip and I are friends. Good friends. We've pulled each other out of many a tight spot. If I can count on anyone in this rotten business I find myself in, I can count on Kip.
Well, where is he? Has he called you?
Well, he's just busy or something.
Well, you're in one of those tight spots now. It's time for Kip and the U.S. Marines to land. It's the outside buzzer. It's someone downstairs.
I'll get it. Hello?
Gil, it's me. Kip, buzz me in.
Sure, Kip. Well, Rita, what have you got to say now?
The Marines have landed and have the situation well in hand. I'll be in the bedroom, darling, so you two buddies can have a heart-to-heart talk.
Hiya, Gil.
Kip, am I glad to see you. Come on in, come on. Want a beer or coffee?
No, I just had lunch.
Well, sit.
No, I can only stay a minute, Gil. I gotta be on duty in 45 minutes, you know?
Yeah. How quickly you forget when you ain't punching the clock. I've been trying to reach you all week.
Yeah, I got your messages at the bureau.
Called your apartment several times, too.
Yeah, my wife told me you called.
Yeah?
Gil, I shouldn't be here, see? I was told I wasn't to see you or speak to you.
Why the hell not?
Because I'm gonna be a witness on the other side.
Kip, not you.
Look, I said no to the DA when he called me in and questioned me. It was all about the gun. Did I see it in the kid's hand? I said, no, I didn't. It was the truth, Gil. I had to tell the truth.
Yeah?
I said I didn't want to get on the stand against you. He said he was going to call me up anyway, and I'd have to testify. I can't do you any harm, Gil. I mean, by testifying.
No more than has been done already.
Well, anyway, I went out to the place, the site of the trouble. I went out on my own. I spent 3 hours going over all the area.
Nothing?
Nothing, not even a water pistol. Look, Gil, if you say there was a gun in his hand, I believe you. I've never known you to take an easy way out of anything. I've never known you to lie.
But
you could be mistaken. Just believe me when I say that I'll do my very best for you.
One by one, the pieces are falling into place. What once had seemed like a few small stones now had grown into a great high wall, shutting out the sun. It seemed they were trying to take everything away from him. His job, his future, his friends. Gil wondered where it would end. I'll be back shortly. Three days of silence passed. Gil was so depressed, he didn't leave the apartment. Rita brought him the newspapers, which did very little to alleviate the gloom. Then a call came from his superior officer, the head of his division. He was to meet him on a street corner.
Sergeant Roby.
Ah, yes, Captain.
Get in, Roby. This is a no parking, no standing zone. Want me to get a ticket?
No, sir.
Just drive through the park, Harry. Sergeant Roby and I are having a little conference. Did I keep you waiting long?
No, sir.
Let's drop the formality, Gil.
Sure.
The reason I wanted to talk to you this way is, well, it wouldn't look right. You're coming to my office while the grand jury is mulling over your case. How was it in front of the grand jury? Rough?
I was as nervous as a cat.
Now, if the grand jury votes to indict, you're in for the fight of your life. If you lose, it'll mean your job, pension rights, the works. It might even mean a jail sentence if you get a bad break with the jury.
Oh, it's getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
I'm so down. I wish I could just quit and run away from it.
Don't ever dream of quitting or running. They'd have nailed you to the door. Now, you got to have a good defense. Who's your lawyer? I understand you're letting Watson go.
He's already gone. Just stayed with me through the grand jury hearing.
Good. I never did like that political hack. You got to get a good lawyer, an honest guy, not a shyster playing all the angles.
Do you know of one? Remember, I'm just a cop, living on a cop's salary. I can't pay a big fee.
Oh, the PWO will help you with that. Let me worry.
About me?
About you, about every other man under me. I'm responsible to them and for them. And this whole business has thrown a gray cloud over our entire department. Gil, not only was a man killed in that raid, the raid was a washout.
A washout?
Every man picked up has been released. Lack of evidence.
But they all had records. Narcotics?
Yeah, but we found nothing.
The house been searched?
Taken apart board by board. Oh, incidentally, the mother of the kid you shot is suing the city and you.
That's all I need.
You know, if we'd found the place loaded with heroin, this would all sound very different in the papers. Even your business would be treated as regulation police work. You see, you can't afford to fail. Gil, if you do, they're waiting to flatten you.
Well, they've certainly been after me.
Where can I drop you?
The next bus station. And thanks for everything. Especially wanting to see me.
Well, cheer up. We'll beat him yet. I hope.
I'll get it. Hello? What? Oh, how can you... Oh, you dirty rat.
Who was that, Rita?
It's nothing, Gil. It's nobody. It's just some nut. We shouldn't let these things bother us.
Oh, but they do, honey, they do. I've gotten a couple, too. They sink in deep and burn.
That's funny. I thought I was the only one getting them.
2 yesterday when you were out shopping.
Well, can't we change our number, get an unlisted one?
Just like the celebrities?
Well, in a way, we are kind of like celebrities. Our name is in the paper, on the TV news, or the radio.
Yeah, except that I suspect most of them like that kind of attention.
Well, I don't. Oh, Gil. All those nasty racial remarks and threats. You know what this last one said? He said my baby wouldn't be born alive.
Oh, Rita.
To pay for the life of the white kid you killed.
Oh, good Lord. Why can't they leave you alone at least? Get hold of yourself, Rita, baby. Someone at the door.
Hi, Gil.
Kip, come in. What brings you here? I thought you and I were not supposed to be seeing each other for a while.
Special police business. Captain is worried about you and your wife's safety, so he's put a 24-hour-a-day guard on the house.
Oh, it's not any too soon, Kip.
Hiya, Rita.
We're getting a lot of frightening crank calls.
You want the department to put a tap on your phone?
It won't do much good. Never the same crank twice.
Yeah, you just gotta let it roll off your back. Don't let it get to you.
That's what I've been saying.
Anyway, my visit is official, not social. Just to let you know that you've got protection. Here, come here. Look out the window. You see that guy with the long hair and the straggly beard?
Dirty blue jeans and open shirt?
Right. That's Rinaldi.
No. Gino Rinaldi.
Yeah.
The best dressed man on the force. A great disguise.
He hates it. Next shift, you'll have Herman Goldberg, and I'll be on the midnight to 8 a.m. I requested it. I figured if there was going to be any nonsense, it would occur then.
Kip, it's good to know you'll be around.
Oh, it takes a load off my mind.
Thank the captain for this.
I bet it was your idea.
Maybe. I don't remember.
It is kind of strange that nothing was found that night. It might still be there.
Well, they got the police pretty well hanging on the ropes. No place was searched the way that was. But in my spare time, I'm going to keep an eye on it anyway.
Yeah, they might just be waiting for everything to die down. All the noise and publicity. And then go back and get it.
Maybe. Well, I'm going to run now. Keep your chin up. Something good will happen. Bye, Rita. Hey, how long now?
1,000,000 years.
Oh.
No, 3.5 months. But it feels like 1,000,000 years.
No time at all. You'll do it standing on your hands. And remember, I'm putting in my bid for Godfather. I'm first, huh?
Well, we'll take the matter under advisement, Sergeant Kipnis.
Okay.
Gil? Gil. Wake up, the phone.
What?
It's the phone, Gil. Can't you hear it?
Yeah. What time is it?
2:10. You think it's one of those crank calls? Oh, God. I hope they're not starting them at night now.
There's one way to find out. I'm coming. Calling at this hour. Hello?
Sergeant Gilmore Roby?
Speaking.
Sorry to disturb you at this hour, Sergeant.
What do you want?
I want to help you.
What is this, some kind of joke? This a crank call? Well, just forget it. You've had your fun. Some darn fool waking us up at this hour of the night. Okay, go on. Let's have it.
I'm afraid there's some misunderstanding, Sergeant Roby. I'm serious when I say I want to help you.
Yeah?
And you are definitely in need of a friend.
Well, go on. Let's hear what you have to say.
I can't say it over the phone, Sergeant, for obvious reasons.
Well, the phone is not tapped, if that's your obvious reasons.
I'm happy to know that. But I still would prefer a face-to-face meeting.
Why?
One can speak more openly, more to the point.
Suppose I won't bite. As a matter of fact, I haven't even smelled the bait yet.
50,000 in small bills. That sound tempting?
That's the bait, huh? Well, what's the hook?
I'm prepared to discuss that in complete detail.
When?
In 30 minutes.
But it's almost 3 a.m. Look, before I rush into anything...
You are on the hook right now, Sergeant. It's my intention to get you off of it.
How?
Meet me in 30 minutes at the corner of Quentin Street and 4th. I think you know the neighborhood.
I walked that beat for 2 years.
Then you know there's a public phone on the corner, southeast corner.
Yeah?
You will receive further instructions in a call to you on that phone. You are not to tell anyone where you're going. You will be watched. Agreed?
Agreed.
30 minutes. Take a cab.
30 minutes.
What's going on, Gil?
I'm going out, Rita.
Out?
To meet a guy.
I don't get it. At this hour? Who?
No time to explain. Now, look. Kip is on duty guarding this house. Get to him. Tell him that I am going to be at Quentin and 4th in about 29 minutes from now. Tell him to follow and be careful. I'll leave a message for him in the telephone booth on the southeast corner. Taxi! Taxi! Quentin and 4th, driver. Keep the change. I'm a little early. Hello? Hello?
You are more than prompt, Sergeant Roby. Now, here are your instructions. Take a cab to West 49th Street. 959 West 49th. I'll be waiting for you there. Have you got it?
959 West 49th.
Are you writing?
Yeah, so I won't forget.
Forget? How could you possibly forget that simple number?
I might get it reversed or something. After all, I am kind of nervous.
Oh, yes, probably. Well, it shouldn't take you more than 10 minutes to get here at this time of night.
If I can find a taxi.
Yes, that might be a problem. I'll give you an extra 10 minutes.
Gotcha. Yes, that might be a problem. Wait till Kip picks this one up. You might have the problem, mister. There. Stuck right on the glass. He can't miss this. Hey, taxi! Taxi! Boy, I'm in luck. Driver, I want to go to...
Step in, Sergeant. We're both going to the same address. Let me take you there.
You? You're the guy who...
I'm your caller, Sergeant Roby. Come in. That's better.
But I thought...
I anticipated what you thought, Sergeant Gilmore Roby, and also what you might think. I'm afraid your message left in the phone booth will lead someone on a wild goose chase.
Then we're not going to...
959 West 49th. Wouldn't think of it. Don't like the neighborhood, especially at night. It was just to prove to you that you couldn't outsmart me.
Coming, just a minute. Oh, for goodness sake, Gil, get your finger off the bill, will you? Did you forget your key? Kip!
Hi.
Where's Gil?
Rita, can I come in?
Sure. What's the matter, Kip? Where's Gil?
I don't know. I went to the phone booth at Quentin and 4th, and just as I got there, I saw Gil hail a cab and get in. I went into the booth and found his message for me stuck on the glass. All it said was 959 West 49th Street.
Well, that must have been the address he got over the phone.
Right. So I called headquarters and alerted them. Told them to send a couple of cars to that address and cover the area. I commandeered a private car, and the guy drove me there. I was there in less than 10 minutes after I got Gil's message. Place was surrounded.
And?
Well, 959 West 49th is an empty lot. The building was torn down over a year ago.
But I don't follow you. Why would Gil give you the wrong address?
Because he didn't know it was a phony. We've been outfoxed.
The burning question in the back of Kip's mind is, why? What was the intention, the purpose of the unknown caller? What was wanted of his friend? If he had fears for Gil's safety, he didn't let Rita know them. On the surface, he maintained a calm, composed manner. Underneath, his mind was racing to discover the motive. I'll be back shortly with Act 3. After leaving Gil's apartment, Kip went directly to headquarters and spilled out all he knew to the captain. When he had finished, he looked up to see his superior's face crimson with anger. It was the first time he had seen this usually mild-mannered man lose his temper.
I'm holding you responsible, Kipnis. What are we, a one-man operation here? What right do you have to go off...
Please, sir. May I explain?
I've heard your explanation. You took off on your own and messed up the...
I didn't have time to ask for help. Gil had... Sergeant Roby got this call from an unknown source. He told his wife to get to me with the info that he was going to Quentin and 4th to a telephone booth on the southeast corner. There he must have received a call that directed him to 959 West 49th. Now, he left me that information stuck to the window of the booth.
That's where you went wrong. If you'd called in for help immediately.
Well, as soon as I got his message in the telephone booth,
I said immediately. When Mrs. Roby gave you the first information. We could have had the area under surveillance before Roby even got there.
Yes, sir.
You say you saw the cab pulling away. Anyone else in the cab besides Roby?
Well, I can't be sure. It was dark out. I thought at the time, however, that there was more than one man in the passenger seats.
This is all going to look very bad.
For Sergeant Roby, sir?
Yeah, for him, for us, too. The grand jury voted to indict. There's a warrant out for his arrest.
Oh.
We were supposed to pick him up today. This'll compound matters, make him a fugitive.
What do we do now?
I got a pickup call out for Roby.
If he can be found. I'm worried about him.
So am I.
Look, isn't it possible, sir, that this is all kind of a smokescreen to block out the real objective?
What objective?
Well, we didn't get anything in that raid.
Except trouble.
That's right, sir. But we did know that cute little suburban house with the white picket fence and the rose bushes was the distribution center for most of the heroin in this part of the country.
That's right. We've been watching it for weeks.
Well, what happened to it all? We couldn't find even a used glassine bag.
Go on.
I believe it's still there.
Where, Sergeant? Where?
Yeah. The question is, where? After the going over we gave that place, what's left to search?
I'm going along in your hunch, Kipnis. That's your assignment from now on. The house.
Okay. What about Sergeant Roby?
Well, he's my first consideration. I'm working on that myself.
I don't get it. You say you want to help me? What's in it for you?
Isn't there an old saying about looking a gift horse in the mouth? Don't question it.
50 big ones and a private plane to take me over the border.
Brazil, Sergeant. The United States and Brazil have no extradition treaty. They couldn't get you back to stand trial.
I still don't see what you have to gain by all this generosity.
We want you out, alive or dead. We need the excitement and furor your disappearance will cause.
I see.
Which do you prefer?
Well, that's an easy question. What do you want me to do?
Get your wife on the phone. You were to tell her this.
You sure you're going to be all right, Rita?
Well, I'd feel better if we knew where Gil was. This waiting. Waiting's driving me crazy. I didn't sleep last night.
Now, look, I'm sending Doris over to stay with you. You shouldn't be alone at a time like this.
Oh.
I got to run,
No,
Rita.
wait. Maybe it's about Gil. Hello?
Rita?
Oh, Gil, honey, where are you?
Tell you.
Oh, can't tell. What?
I don't know myself. Now listen carefully to what I'm going to say.
Gil, I've been so worried about you.
Rita, listen to me. This is important. Please listen carefully. And don't do anything foolish. Don't talk to the police. Don't talk to anybody. My life is in danger.
Gil.
What I'm going to tell you must be kept secret.
What?
I said you must keep it secret.
Oh.
Tonight, at 7, you will be called and told to go to a phone booth.
Where?
I don't know. You will be told at 7.
At 7?
Right. Now, you might be called even earlier, so pack a small bag and keep it by the door.
Yeah, I'll keep it right by the door.
Trust me, baby. I'm doing the right thing. Don't ask questions, and keep a stiff upper lip. Bye, honey.
Goodbye, Gil. Kip, he was telling me to get you in on this. He kept saying Kip instead of keep.
Oh, smart guy. He's on to something. Now, watch what happens when the boys get cracking on this one. Rita, hand me the phone.
That's a call. Kip!
Just be calm, Rita. Answer the phone. We'll be listening. Keep him on as long as possible. We may be able to trace it. Pick up the phone.
Hello?
This is the call you've been expecting, Mrs. Roby.
What? Oh, could you speak louder? I can't hear you.
Listen carefully. I won't repeat. Leave the lights on in your apartment. Take your suitcase. You will not be coming back. Go to 20th and 3rd. There is a phone booth there.
Wait, could you repeat that?
No, I will not repeat. Have you got that, or shall I ring off?
No, I've got it.
Be there in 20 minutes. Wait there for a call.
Oh, wait, He's hung up.
We recorded the call, Rita, but we didn't have enough time to trace it. Technician thinks it was from a public phone.
Oh, what do I do now?
Just as he says. Go to 23rd Street and...
20th and 3rd, Kip.
Oh, good girl, Rita. You're calmer than I am. Now, look. There's a taxi waiting to pick you up, driven by a cop, so you won't feel deserted. The order has gone out to a special squad who already have the information. They'll be all around when you get there. As soon as you get the directions over the phone, pass them along to a cop who will identify himself. Rita, good luck.
Yes? Hello?
Just wanted to tell you, Mrs. Roby, we're wise to your little game with the police. You'd better go shopping tomorrow for something black.
No, please. Oh, please come back on the phone. Oh, help me.
Driver?
Yeah?
When are you going to take the tape off my eyes?
Relax, will you? When we get where we're going.
The airfield? My wife going to be there?
Is that what you've been told?
Yes.
So, she'll be there.
Where's the man Where's your boss?
Who do you mean?
Well, the man who arranged all this.
Why do you want to know?
Why? Well, he owes me $50,000. That's a good reason.
50 G's. That's a lot of bread, mister. What for?
Well, what does it matter to you? Is he going to be at the airport?
How should I know? He don't tell me his business.
We are going to a flying field, aren't we?
That's what they told you. Brazil, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
Must be some mistake.
Mistake?
I didn't have no orders to go to no flying field.
What orders did you have?
Yeah. I better tell you about that. It's time. Okay, Sergeant Roby. This is it. Get out.
Are we there?
You are. Pardon me. I forgot to introduce myself. You know me. You've probably seen my pictures in the paper. I'm the brother of the kid you knocked off.
What?
The boss gave me a bonus. He said I could have you. This is for my brother.
Oh.
There's a body on the ground. It's Gil. Oh, Lord, he's been shot. Hey, give me a hand with him, will you? We gotta get him to a hospital.
Come in. Oh, Kip, come in.
Well, how's the patient?
Hiya, Kip.
Hey, is that you under all those bandages?
He was a lousy shot. Second try hit me in the chest. He was aiming at the head.
Well, you sure had me worried when we picked you up.
I don't get it at all. How did you know where to find me?
A tip. An anonymous tip. And guess who Mr. Anonymous was?
That guy who kidnapped me?
Right. Emil Dorcas, a biggie in the dope business. Diversionary tactics to send us off on something while the big job was being done. Your kidnapping. The business with Rita.
Big job.
The dope. It was there all the time. In the well. See? We never thought of that.
The phony well in the back?
Yeah, that cute little phony well behind that cute little suburban house, behind that cute little white picket fence. Over $2 million worth of white powder poison at the bottom of it.
And we took that house apart board by board. It was right out there, almost in plain sight.
Yeah, but you see, they couldn't come and get it. I was hanging around, and when I wasn't there, I got Phil Markham to watch.
They had to get you away.
Right. That's why they made the big bid to you. Oh, I suppose they wanted to get you for shooting Rick Kranzer, but that,
Rick Kranzer's big brother nearly got me.
And we got him. We got them all. And I heard one of them is turning state's evidence.
There's something missing. The police were alerted on the tip about me running away. How did they know that the dope was being picked up?
The lady next door. Simple as that. Bless her heart, a terrible snoop. I spoke to her and asked her about neighbors. She told me that they were very suspicious, and she knew they were no good from the day they moved in there. So I agreed with her and told her to watch, as if I needed to tell her that. I gave her a special number to call. Everything was ready and waiting.
And that was that. There's just one thing that's bothering me, Kip. That charge against me. I'll have to face the judge as soon as I'm able to get out of here.
The charges have been dropped, Gil.
Dropped?
Why? How?
That gun you saw?
Yeah?
Well, you really saw it. Remember you said that he pointed the gun at you, and when you fired, his hands were flung up in the air?
Well, that's right.
Okay, the pistol went flying and dropped right in the well. They found it when they got the dope. Ballistics says you were a very lucky guy. That gun had been fired, but the bullet was a dud. It didn't go off.
Gil!
Oh, that really had me worried. I knew I saw that gun.
Mm-hmm. So the indictment has been squashed, and you are now a member in good standing of the old club.
Kip, I don't know how to thank you for all you've done.
I do. Kip, the new addition to our family, when he comes, is going to be called Gilmore Kipnis Roby. Do you like that?
Oh, it's super. But, suppose he's a girl.
Well, then it'll just be Kippy.
Long time ago, Kipling wrote, "East is east, and west is west, and never the twain shall meet, till earth and sky stand presently at God's great judgment seat." Well, perhaps times have changed since that poem was written. Perhaps today we all can like and understand one another, despite the difference in creed, color, and birth. Gil Roby and his very good friend Kip had found that possible. I'll be back in a moment. Perhaps our poet anticipated the understanding between people of different beliefs and colors because he ends his poem, "But there is neither color nor creed nor birth when two strong men stand face to face, though they come from the ends of the earth." Our cast included Carlos Carrasco, William Redfield, Marion Seldes, Len Gotchman, and Robert Maxwell. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown.
This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams. Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. This is a tale that takes its inspiration from the 18th century poet Alexander Pope, who said, "Poetic justice, with her lifted scale, wherein truth with gold she weighs." Poetic justice, because the weapon a man of no conscience feared might unmask him, became in a strange way the instrument to bring him the sordid commodity he dealt in, death. Our mystery drama, The Death Shot, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Ian Martin and stars Ann Williams and Michael Tolan. In the spring of 1967, Greece was torn apart by political strife. To control a country about to explode, on April 21st of that year, 6 Army colonels seized the government in a coup d'etat. This story has little to do with politics, except that sometimes it breeds violent death. Athens in that year was one of the least safe places in the world for Greeks, or for anyone, as Bob and Diana Paisley are about to find out.
Bob, what was that, an accident?
No, hon, just another crazy Athenian driver.
Oh, well, I think for this vacation, I'll stick to walking.
You'll be doing plenty once we start up the Acropolis.
We're going to go to bed early to get ready for that. What are you doing with that tripod?
I just want to get a couple of shots from here on the balcony.
At night?
There's a full moon coming up. See?
Where?
Right over there, by the Temple of Zeus.
Oh, yes. It's lovely. What a beautiful city it is, old and new.
You can say that again.
I will. And something else. I love you.
You can say that again and again.
What are you planning to shoot?
Now, well, turn your head the other way. That.
The Acropolis?
Yeah. It's rear end, anyway.
Well, it's lovely by moonlight. I never thought the Acropolis looked like that. I mean, I just thought it was the Parthenon with all those columns, you know?
Well, it is, plus other buildings. But what it really was a fortress.
You can see that now, looking at it from here. It's amazing. 2,500 years ago. How could they build a thing like that?
The world's greatest democracy. But that only worked for the free men. The rest were slaves. You get enough ants, you can move a mountain.
Well, it is a mountain.
Yep, part of it. The rest men built.
Must be 10, 20 stories up to the top. Ooh, I'd hate to fall off.
Quite a few people have. Now, hand me the camera, will you?
Sure. Who?
Who what?
Who fell off?
Oh, well, Aegeus, for one.
Who he?
He was Theseus' father, a king, and a ship was coming back to Athens with black sails, and he thought that meant his son was dead.
He committed suicide?
They say. Yeah, Diana, baby, it's like the Empire State or the World Trade Center or whatever. Kooks are attracted to them.
Well, I hope no one falls off tonight.
Oh, fat chance. It's closed by now. Nobody up there.
Well, I can see people up there.
Where?
Oh, you can only look right through one eye, Cyclops. Look in your viewfinder.
Hey, you're right. Why would anyone... Oh, well, I just want to get the silhouette, some of the shading on the wall, and the feeling of tremendous height. Boy, you took a leap off that. You'd be one scrambled egg when you landed.
Oh, Bob, don't.
I'm sorry. It's a silly thing to say. Well, I'm just about set. As soon as Mr. Moon cooperates completely.
It's pretty bright.
It isn't quite high enough to get light on the fortress wall. Hey, you got any of that nice white wine left? That Retsin or whatever you call it? Oh, don't bother. The moon is just right. I got to shoot. Yeah, this ought to be it. Oh, boy, gorgeous. Super. Hold everything.
Bob!
What?
Somebody just fell off.
Huh? I didn't see it. How?
Oh, don't stop shooting. Keep taking pictures.
Well, I am, but I didn't see anyone. Something blurred across the lens, but I didn't...
Just keep shooting.
Well, I can't. I'm out of film. What do you expect me to get?
The killer.
The what?
There was one. The man who fell didn't. He was pushed. He was murdered. And just by sheer chance, you may have gotten a picture of who did it. Bob?
Yes, Di.
Where'd you go? I woke up and I was all alone.
I didn't want to disturb you, funny face. You were sleeping so nice and easy. I went to turn in the film for developing. And I picked up this.
What is it?
The Athens News.
Oh, great. Who translates for it?
Now, it isn't in Greek. It's in English. You won't need anyone to translate that headline.
Broadcaster plunges to death. Then I was right.
You were.
Who was it? Jeffrey Kellen? No, how?
Well, no one seems to know.
What do you mean? Who caused it?
Well, according to the story, he jumped or fell.
Oh, my Aunt Mary, he was pushed, shoved. I saw
Now,
it.
come on, Diane. In the moonlight, a quarter of a half a mile away?
I saw it. I tell you. Oh, anyway, nobody has to take my word. You have some film on it.
Maybe.
Oh, you know you have.
Well, I don't. Not till I get some prints back.
Oh, wish you were home so you could have developed your own.
Well, I'm not, so I have to wait another 24 hours.
In the meantime, we ought to go to the police.
Oh, now just ease back, baby. This is no way to start off a honeymoon. We could get our feet in a heck of a lot of piping hot water.
By just being good citizens.
Yeah, of the wrong country. This is Greece, and the pot is really boiling. And Jeff Kellen was stirring it up pretty good. He's really been bugging the little colonels that run our oldest democracy.
So they had him taken care of?
We don't know that. But just suppose they did. I'm not about to walk into their whole machine and accuse them of murder. I'd get my own head in a basket.
Well, what are we going to do? Well, we can't just sit still for murder.
Look, just cool off for a moment. If we have any proof there was, well, foul play...
Oh, Bob, I keep telling you I saw it. This man lunged forward and pushed the other man over.
Yeah, but till we get the contacts back, we don't know that. We can't do anything until then. If ever.
What do you mean, if ever?
Look, it's supposed to be our honeymoon. We wanted to hang loose, remember? We stick our noses into this, and we're right in a hornet's nest. Do we want to do that?
What choice do we have?
Well, that kind of rests on what the pictures show.
Okay. And supposing they back me up, then what do we do?
Listen to me, child bride. It's hell to get mixed up in any other country's politics. I just plain hope we don't have to. For the first time in my life, I'm keeping my fingers crossed. I blew those shots. For my money, I hope they're a washout.
Well, how are they?
Clear as a bell.
Was he shoved?
No question.
You can see who does it?
Yeah, like he posed for it.
Well, who was it?
Search me. The guy with the umbrella.
The what?
He had an umbrella, the killer.
What for? It wasn't raining.
Well, maybe he thought it might. He was a pessimist. I don't know. Might not even have been his.
Oh, you lost me.
What I mean is... Here, look at the pictures. The third frame here, see?
It looks as though he were taking it away from Jeff Kellen. Or back.
What do you mean back?
Look, in your first shot, doesn't it look as if you were handing it to Kellen? And then in the next, he starts to push him, and the other three, he's taking it away.
Maybe. We'll be able to see more clearly in the blow-ups.
Well, when do we get those?
Rush job special. Tomorrow morning.
Then what?
Then we may have a lot of soul searching to do.
Whether to go to the police, you mean?
If the killer shows up clean enough to identify, that's first.
What's second?
Whether we go anywhere, or just keep our noses clean and don't make waves. Well, there he is.
Any idea who he is?
I never saw him before in my life. I'm sorry I ever opened the shutter and saw him at all. This whole thing is heating up, Di. I mean, we stick out our necks, we're really going to be in it up to them.
Why? We just show the picture and make a statement.
Now, it won't be that easy. Look, it's all over the morning paper again. And it's gone international. Jeffrey Kellen may have been a muckraker at home and a troublemaker abroad, but he is a U.S. citizen. He can't get himself bumped off without an investigation. And I sure don't want to see us in the middle of it.
Well, we haven't any choice.
Yes, we do. Nobody knows yet it was murder. He jumped or fell is all.
Well, we can't just not say anything.
No, but once we get mixed up in it, Lord knows where it leads. Supposing this character in our pictures turns out to be with the Greek government or tied to it. It's some can of worms that would open up.
Well, maybe it needs opening.
Or maybe they'd never let us crack it.
What do you mean?
Well, if we go direct to the police, who knows? They might want to bury the evidence, and us. I mean, this is a police state as of the moment.
Where else can we go?
To our embassy. I know a guy there, slightly. But enough maybe I can get in and let him handle this hot potato. And then with any luck, we can fold our tents and silently steal away.
You had to take these pictures, I suppose?
No, it was an accident, Dean.
An accident looking for somewhere to happen. You had to sick it on me.
Aren't you glad to have the evidence?
I'll lay it on you straight. No.
A guy got murdered.
He got pushed over the edge, just like he's been pushing other guys for years. Poetic justice. The only difference is he never actually killed anyone. He just ruined them. He got it all the way.
Well, just because you didn't like the guy doesn't mean he isn't entitled to justice.
Kellen didn't know the meaning of the word. But that isn't the point.
Well, what is?
You see this unlovely son of a sea cook that finally gave Kellen what he's been asking for all these years? You know who your subject is?
No.
Well, there are the colonels. That's first government echelon. And then there's Major Constantine Malice. Some people, including our Secret Service and G2, think maybe he runs the government.
You mean that's Malice in the picture?
That's our boy. Between you and me, Bob, you've created what is usually referred to as an international incident. If these pictures are ever published.
You mean you want to suppress them?
You have the negatives with you?
No, they're back at the hotel.
Can I send and pick them up?
I guess. My wife's there, but I don't understand.
Hold everything just a moment. What's your hotel? Stand by, Jones.
The Ava.
On Lysocrates orders?
Yeah, right.
Jones, send a messenger into the Ava Hotel, Lysocrates. Yeah, you know where it is. Right up from the top. That's right, up Olympus. But contact Mrs. Paisley. Yeah. She'll give you something in an envelope. Top secret. Rush. You know the hotel number?
Yes.
All right. Call your wife to expect the messenger and turn over those negatives.
Okay. But why do you need them?
Because you want to enjoy your honeymoon, don't you?
Sure.
So great. This is out of your hands from now on. Why don't you make your call from here? My secretary will get your line. I'm due for an important outside appointment as of right before now.
Hello?
Malice, this is Dean Canby from the American Embassy. I'm holding a bomb that could blow you right out of your seat. I've got a notion you might be holding something of interest for me. I figure we might just make a trade.
Well, there you have the ingredients of a good spy drama. The innocents, embroiled in happenings outside their knowledge, but drawn into the web and threatened by their accidental knowledge. A country in transit between governments. The willful destruction of one man's life by another. For what reason? We'll know more about all of this when I return with Act 2. To our web of intrigue and danger, and that interrupted phone call. At this end of it, an American ready to betray both his principles and his country for gain. At the other end, a man with a steel-trapped jaw and eyes like chips of flint. A man to whom all human life means less than nothing, except his own. A man who can take another man's life as casually as you or I might swat a fly. Major Constantine Malice, chief hatchet man for the dictatorship.
Where are you calling from?
Don't worry, a phone booth. The call can't be bugged or traced.
What have you got?
Pictures, by moonlight, night before last. You can guess where.
I see. Where do we meet?
The gardens, the big elm, near Sindagama. Not far off the Boulevard Amalias. You know it?
With the metal seat all around the trunk? I know it.
Alone. No secret police or palace guards.
I will be alone.
If I don't return to my flat in one piece by 10 o'clock, I've made arrangements for the pictures to be mailed to the newspapers.
You will get home safely. What time?
As soon as it gets dark. 8:30?
You'll bring your proof?
I'll bring a sample.
And what must I bring?
Money. In large hunks. Say, 5 million drachma.
I can't put my hands on a mountain like that so fast.
Well, then you bring a sample, too. Enough to establish your good faith.
Whew. Some climb.
Oh, it's not too bad. We're halfway there.
Well, I'm pooped for the moment. Let's sit on a bench.
Why not? The Acropolis has been there for 2,500 years. I guess it can wait a couple of more minutes for us. It won't go away.
I wish part of it would. I mean, sort of spoils it now after what happened the other night.
Look, try to blank it out, hon. It's not any part of us. Not anymore, anyway.
Well, won't we have to testify in court or something?
Nope. Dean Canby's going to keep us out of it.
Oh, I don't see how he can.
Well, let's leave that up to him.
We've left it all up to him. I don't know. It seems like a cop-out.
How come? He's far better able to handle something like this than we are.
I guess so. I just don't like the way he goes about it.
What are you trying to say, Di?
I don't know, darling. It's just... Why didn't he call the police right away? What's he waiting for?
Well, you know what he said, that this had to be handled carefully. It might create an international incident.
No, I don't dig that. I mean, why? This wasn't a political assassination. It was just plain criminal homicide.
No, not quite. This Malice is supposed to be some big mucky-muck in the government. And apparently he must have had reason to believe that Jeffrey Kellen had some dirt on him and was about to blow the whistle.
So Kellen asks Major Malice, or whatever his name is, to meet him by moonlight on the Acropolis to tell him he is?
Well, maybe Malice followed him there.
Maybe. Also, maybe Kellen was trying a little extortion or something.
Blackmail?
Sure.
What are you, Agatha Christie or something? You got little gray cells like Hercule Poirot?
What I have, Bob, is little gray goosebumps that nudge me something smells fishy.
Oh, brother, women's intuition, huh?
Oh, a lot of my hunches turn out right. Like taking a chance on you.
Well, thanks a bunch. So you figured I was a gamble, huh?
I was only kidding about that. But not about the other. How well do you know Dean Canby?
Well, I was one of the press photographers that met his plane when he flew back a couple of years ago with a special report on Cyprus. While he was back in the States, he dated a girl I knew, and I ran into him a couple of times. He seemed a good enough Joe. We hung around a bit.
Quail shooting?
I hadn't met you yet. No, we were both hanging loose that way. He was a big spender.
So you hiked along for the ride?
Come on, Di. He was on an expense account, and I got a chance to see how the other half lived.
So you don't really know him well at all?
No.
Mm-hmm.
Now what are you dreaming up? He's part of some plot to overthrow the world?
Oh, I'm just riding my hunch. I don't like it, Bob.
You don't like what?
You know these political types. They all hang together so they won't...
So they won't what?
So they won't hang. Look, now why did you want the negatives of the pictures you took?
I don't know, and I don't much care. You did turn them over to the guy who sent for them.
Yes. And no. I held out one for insurance.
Insurance against what?
Oh, I don't know. Somehow I just don't trust him.
Major Malice?
Mr. Canby. So we're here. No more names. What did you want to show me?
Shall we sit down?
Why not? Why did you bring me here?
You know?
I know what you told me. The proof?
The picture that is worth 1,000 words. There are, of course, others.
This photograph is not bad. So?
I told you what I want.
You gamble too much, you know. You are in serious trouble.
If I wasn't, I wouldn't be mixed up in this.
Oh, that's good.
What?
That whatever bargain we make is from desperation. It will be so much the better.
I want money. Lots of it. $250,000. I won't go for less.
I want my neck. I could scarcely reach for more.
Well, then we have a deal.
I wish I could say so. The money I don't have.
Now, let's not weasel around.
I told you, even in this safe surroundings, no names. When I say money, I mean cash.
What else can you offer?
Something equivalent.
What?
The art of Greece is enshrined in temples, in stone, in friezes, frescoes, paintings on plaster, and so forth. Of course, in statuary. What little of it is left, priceless, no?
Of course. No argument.
Just suppose for a moment, that someone like Praxiteles or Phidias could have lent his talent to another art form.
Besides sculpture? What?
Suppose, if you will, that he was experimenting with natural dyes and materials, and he thought of the idea of stretching material on a frame and creating a canvas on which he could paint layer by layer with pigments.
You mean an oil painting?
Such was discovered quite recently in some new excavations, in a masonry repair. No question of its authenticity. Its value, astronomical. Whatever any given individual will pay for it.
Yeah. If he could get it out of Greece.
Exactly. So far, I have failed. But it still can be gotten out for the right price.
Well, if you're looking at me, butt out. I don't have that kind of money.
Neither did Jeff Kellin. But he had the connections and the chance to squeeze it through customs. So do you. Much more than he, actually. This is really the perfect chance of a lifetime, would you not say?
Well, I guess I'd have to.
So, here is what I propose. I will give you this canvas in a fashion that you may smuggle it to America. Through the contacts I give you, you can sell it for a king's ransom. I will make a better deal with you than with Jeffrey Kellin. I gave him 30%. With you, we will split down the middle.
Jeff Kellin was going to smuggle out the painting for you?
I made a rare mistake. I thought he was just as corruptible as all men. At the last moment, I discovered he was not.
So you killed him?
He died. Fortunately enough for me.
As I would, if I made any slip-ups.
The risk you take.
You dictate all the terms. Suppose I just wanted to turn you in.
Do you honestly think you could leave the gardens alive?
I'd better. Or those pictures get to the newspapers.
Ah, yes, those. Well, if we have made our deal, there will be no problem there. They will be destroyed.
Once I have the money, prints and negatives.
You have them all?
Yes.
It is not enough. Who took the pictures?
A guy I know, on vacation with his wife, by accident. Does it matter?
Yes.
Why?
Because what his camera saw, he must have seen also by eye, and his wife. You did say there was a wife.
Yeah, he's married.
So there is a corroborative witness. Their names.
What's the deal?
You give me the pictures and the negatives. Assure me they are all that are extant. I give you the painting in such form as you can get it out of here. You sell it to the highest bidder, and we split down the middle. If you cross me, don't delude yourself. I will find you and kill you wherever you try to hide.
Like you killed Jeffrey Kellin?
Or anyone who tries to double-cross me. But the deal is not made yet.
Why not?
You and I can make all the promises we want. You can deliver me prints and negatives. But how do I know they are all that exist?
Well, I can put the fear of God in them. Well, I think we can count on it.
Maybe. Maybe we can count that all the physical evidence has been destroyed. But I have learned through bitter experience that is no safe decision. Before our bargain is complete, I want the name or names of anyone responsible for these pictures. I can't leave whoever took them alive, or anyone involved in taking them. They are as potentially dangerous to me as the prints themselves. Who are they?
what a glorious day.
Oh, it's really living.
Huh.
2,500 years ago, those people made all that beauty and life worthwhile. That's what kept us going.
And Will.
Oh, yes. I'm dead tired, racked. But, I never felt so wildly alive in my life. Now I know what it's all about. It's so precious. I don't want ever to let a second of it go.
Right on. We got it made, honey. No one, nothing is going to stop us now.
What do they matter, Malice? It is not for discussion. The names and addresses.
Mr. and Mrs. Robert Paisley, Ava Hotel, Odos Liscuratus. What are you going to do with them?
Dean Canby looks at the Major, appalled. The Major returns his glance calmly. There is no emotion in him, for as we've already said, he is a man without conscience. The trouble is, for Bob and Diana Paisley, the victims, that Dean Canby has no conscience either. The only difference is that he isn't strong enough to admit it to himself, and Major Malice doesn't have to himself or anyone. It's the way he's made. I shall return shortly with the conclusion of this story in Act 3. The two men still gaze at each other, glances locked, as we left them. But Dean Canby, a weak man, cannot long sustain the steady, baleful look of Major Malice's flat obsidian eyes. His look falters and drops, his eyes swimming from side to side, nervously, afraid of the words which have just been said.
There are other ways it can be managed.
How?
I can go to them, to the Paisleys, have them give me the whole roll of film. Then you can be sure.
Mr. Canby, I'm sure of nothing. Yet. First, we must arrange our affairs. What is the English term? A swap, no?
A trade is what we say in America.
Very well, a trade. The pictures, the negatives, all of them, for me.
And for me?
The painting. My priceless canvas.
How do you expect me to smuggle it out of Greece?
You have diplomatic immunity, no?
Maybe as far as my country is concerned, not yours.
So your baggage and effects will be searched. The canvas will not be found.
Why not? How was Kellen going to get it out?
As you will. In that most innocuous and yet natural I like to pick the exact word, appurtenances for any traveler to be carrying at this time of year. This.
An umbrella?
Such a convenient way of providing for a rainy day.
The canvas would be wrapped inside that.
Remember, this is not a canvas as we know it. A far lighter woven material which rolls unnoticed into a tightly wrapped umbrella. But we must make haste. The theft of the art treasure cannot remain hidden for long. It must be gotten out of the country.
When?
As soon as you bring me my treasures.
Well, I can have them for you tonight.
Good, but not here. Too much opportunity for third parties to conceal themselves.
All right. Where?
Some neutral territory where both are safe. Of course. Why not the Acropolis at, say, 10 o'clock?
The Acropolis?
There will be a moon again, and I will bring a viewer for the film.
Where on the Acropolis?
At the west end, on the battlements.
That's where...
Kellen met his death. Quite right. But then, he was planning to double-cross me. Surely you have no such thought in mind.
Wow. I thought I'd never get that bag closed. Can't we ever come home someday with less than we left with instead of more?
We got a lot more than we bargained for this time.
Look, come on, honey. Let's grab a good night's sleep. We have a plane at the crack of dawn.
I know. I don't feel sleepy right now.
Di, if you're going to start it again, it's really...
Oh, no, darling. That's all forgotten. I'm just looking at the moon outside, being sorry we had such a short honeymoon.
Oh, darling, none of that. Our whole life is all...
What?
The honeymoon.
Oh, you're kind of a nice guy, you know it?
Just the way you got me going.
Let's go out on our balcony for a last look.
Right.
Oh, the moon's coming up. Oh, look at it shine on the Acropolis. Must be beautiful up there now.
Yeah, I can just see it. Oh, boy, what pictures I could get.
Honey?
Yeah?
Want to live crazy?
There's another way?
Not for us. Let's go up there. So beautiful. I'd like one last look.
What? The Acropolis?
Where else?
Oh, that's really far out after all that's happened.
Well, look, it can't happen twice.
That's for sure, I guess.
It should be the safest place in Athens.
And a photographer's heaven. Yeah. Let me just grab the big strobe light and let's go.
Bob?
Now, hold a minute, Di. I just want to get this shot. Oh, beautiful.
All on the point of view. Oh, all this moonlight, you had to lug along the shoulder sling and the strobe.
No, I can't ask a bunch of statues to move out and let the building they're holding up fall down so I can get the right light on them, can I? Come on, I want to get this temple from some other angles.
Oh, to love, cherish, and obey, your slave girl follows the master.
Hey, don't touch the strobe.
Oh, why not? I mean, I was just kidding.
No, not that, Di. It's just, I don't like to take chances.
Chances on what?
Well, just the strobe light. You no idea what a lethal electrical charge that little unit can build up.
You mean that something you use every day for work is so dangerous?
No, under ordinary circumstances, no, but every photographer knows a strobe light is nothing to get careless with.
I don't get it. How could...
Well, Diana, it's 1,000,000 to 1, but if the case were broken and the lamp and you happen to get your hands in the wrong place, well, forget it. It was just a reflex reaction.
Well, I'd just like to understand what you were afraid of.
Well, it's a crazy outside chance, but it has happened. You take a guy trying to fix a strobe. He opens the case, the lamp is broken, and just by fate, he gets both hands on the contacts. Bam, a wipeout.
He can get electrocuted?
Well, like I say, it can happen.
Well, then I don't want you touching it.
Honey, I know what I'm doing, I should hope. Come on, let's go. I want to get some shots from the other side in the full moon. Wait.
What is it, dear?
That's funny. It looks like Dean Canby.
Where?
Just passing by the Parthenon on the other side. I think he was heading for the...
Heading for what? Where?
No, forget it, Di. I must have been mistaken.
Heading for where, Bob?
The West End there, the battlements, the part our balcony overlooks.
Where that man, Jeff Kellen, was pushed over?
Yeah. Well, it's hard to see. I must have made a mistake.
Still, it's a strange coincidence if he was going there. Oh, no.
What is it, Di?
I just have a terrible hunch that something... Oh, it's just too much of a coincidence. We'd better go see.
No, Di, no.
I just have to see.
No, we better leave well enough alone.
Stop right there, Mr. Canby.
Malice?
Yes. And we are nicely alone. Let us make sure we stay that way. Come along here, at the parapet.
This will do fine.
We are too much in the public eye. Over there by the shadows would be better. Really? What are you afraid of?
I'd like to leave here the same way I came in.
Not like Jeff Kelly in one swift plunge, eh? Don't be a fool. First of all, I never press my luck. Secondly, an idiot, don't I?
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
Of course I am. Don't be a child. I promise you will leave by the same gate you entered. But I hope you have brought some material for me to examine. And I prefer not to have an audience. Shall we go in the shadows?
You brought the material for me?
You see my umbrella?
Okay. Let's go over by the parapet.
Bob? He went up the stairs to the edge of the fortress, just like you guessed.
What do you mean, he?
Your friend from the embassy, Mr. Canby.
I told you I must have been mistaken.
No, I don't think you were.
Well, how could you know? You never seen Dean.
No. But I've seen the man he's meeting now. So have you. Can't you see that's the man who killed the reporter?
Well, how could you possibly tell at this distance?
By the umbrella.
Oh, for heaven's sake, Di. Look, I don't blame you for being jumpy, but honey, you're all wrong.
Could we just take a walk over that way? Like just in case.
And what if anything was going on? What could I do?
I tell you what you could do. You could point your camera at them and take a flash picture if anything looked wrong. You could just take a picture on general principles, like you were what you are, a tourist. And then we'd know for sure, no monkey shines.
I ought to have my head examined. You do talk me into things. Okay, let's stroll that way real casual. What do we got to lose? Except maybe everything.
Are you sure these are all the prints?
Of course. They had no reason not to trust me.
I have learned not to be sure of anyone. For example, this.
What? That's one strip of the negative.
Cut into 6 frames. This one is 1 frame short.
Well, sometimes 6 doesn't divide right. I mean, in a 20 exposure film, you've got 6.
I can count, my friend. I can also read. The frames are numbered. Number 17 is missing. That is not at the end of the film, so somebody is holding out.
Well, not me.
You or your friends. I told you they would have to be eliminated. That can come later, no problem. In the meantime, there is you. What security can I have that you are not holding out? I am afraid you must go also.
Don't you come near me. You're not pushing me over like Jeff Kelly.
No, my dear friend, nothing so crude. But don't move.
That's a gun.
With a very efficient silencer, if I have to use it. But I don't think that will be necessary. I think you will live quietly with me until I can turn you over to the police.
The police? What for?
Shall we say, stealing art treasures and attempting to smuggle them from the country? I shall have to say, of course, that this is your umbrella.
Why, no one will believe you.
In Greece, my word against yours? The games men play. We take our chances.
No. I'm not going to let you...
John! You fool.
Shoot him, Bob. Quick, shoot him.
What?
Don't shoot. It was just a flash photo.
Damn all of you and your camera.
Are you all right, Bob?
It's okay. He just hit the strobe light.
Give me that camera.
In a pig's eye, brother.
He's going to shoot again.
I'll sandbag that good killer.
What happened, Bob?
Holy mackerel. I told you strobe was nothing to fool around with. His shot busted the case in the lamp. When I hit out at him, he must have grabbed with both hands and...
And what?
He electrocuted himself. I guess that's the first shootout a man ever won without having a gun.
So, there you have it. It happened because you heard it here. Dean Canby never regained consciousness. And who can be too sorry for a man of no principle? Diana and Bob Paisley had a rather extended honeymoon, if that's the name for it, until they were cleared and could go home. And a man named Malice died as he lived, violently. And I think we can all agree, deservedly. I'll be back shortly. It's an unfortunate idiom we use about the camera, borrowing from the image of the aimed gun and saying when we snap the shutter that we pull the trigger and shoot. Who could ever imagine that this gentle instrument could ever serve to deal out death? 1,000,000,000 to 1 chance. But how fortunate that luck was in the right corner. And how interesting that Malice died from the thing he most feared, the eye of truth. Poetic justice, indeed. Our cast included Ann Williams, Michael Tolan, Court Benson, and Jackson Beck. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. This is not the ordinary world you have now entered. Our stories are about the unusual, about persons who have had strange experiences. Some a little beyond understanding because human understanding is limited. As yet, there is no explanation for such phenomena as specters, extrasensory perception, or a person's retrogression into another century and life. Still, they exist. Our mystery story, The Return of Edward Blair, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Roy Windsor and stars John Lithgow. Believe in fate? Do we control what happens to us? Can we? Leaving the question to philosophers, it does seem that sometimes, at least, what happens to us was beyond our control. Life is unpredictable, meaning perhaps that fate is predetermined, that our life's course is laid out for each of us. The question can be argued, of course, but keep it in mind as the following story unfolds. It is told by the young man to whom it happened.
I had quit my job in a logging camp near Mount Rainier in Washington State and was hitchhiking to Seattle. It was a miserable night. I needed shelter. Near Lost Cabin, I saw a light in a farmhouse set back from the road. Good evening. I wonder if...
Mr. Edward. Oh, come in out of the rain. She said you'd return.
Well, thank you. I want to explain.
You're soaked.
I sure am. The heat feels good. I was hitchhiking.
Better get out of them wet clothes. There's dry ones in your bedroom closet.
My bedroom?
Nothing's been changed. It's just the way you left it. I'll follow you up. I'll dry out what you're wearing and tell Sarah you've come back. Wild night out there.
There's a crazy mistake.
Yeah, I guess there was, Edward. We never knew. Don't know even now. Every once in a while, Sarah'd ask, why did he light out, Andrew? But I had no answer. Neither did Mrs. Blair. You had your reasons, I suppose.
For what, Andrew?
Forgotten where your bedroom is?
You lead the way.
Look the same?
It's a fine room. Just fine.
Miss Blair said to leave it the way it was when you lit out. Sarah keeps it dusted is about all. It's a nice room. Your desk and your books haven't been touched. Well, you better get out of them wet clothes. I'll take them to the kitchen and dry them out. And I'll speak to Sarah about some supper.
I think I'd better see my aunt.
I'm afraid you can't. She won't see you.
Oh.
You know how stubborn she can be, strong-willed. Give her time. She might come around.
Why won't she see me?
You should understand, Edward. Miss Blair hasn't been out of the house since you left about 5 years ago this month.
I see.
It gave her a bad shock.
And you?
I didn't believe it. Nobody did. It's 5 years and it still hasn't died down. There's still gossip about it.
I see. How did you feel?
Well, kind of let down. I didn't understand you leaving. It did a lot of harm, Edward.
My aunt felt disgraced, is that it?
Of course. Miss Blair's proud of the family name, feels it's her duty to be an example to the rest of us. Everyone looked up to her until you just vanished. And what happened then?
What did happen, Andrew?
I don't want to talk about it. What's done's done. Your aunt doesn't want it discussed.
Well, don't I have a right to know what happened?
You know. Or I'm afraid you'll know soon enough. For now, you've come back.
To what? What do you think?
There's folks in Lost Cabin who'll never forget. Or forgive.
I am not Edward Blair. A nice old man has mistaken me for someone else. I don't know what to do. The storm hasn't abated, and I have shelter and dry clothes for the night. In the morning, I'll insist on seeing Mrs. Blair and telling her the truth.
Sarah's prepared some supper for you, Edward.
Oh, thank you.
Your old clothes fit all right.
They're very comfortable.
I thought you might have put on some weight.
Well, I've tried to stay in shape. I've been glancing through the photo album.
A lot of warm memories there, Edward. Pictures bring them back.
There's a good snapshot of a man on horseback.
Yeah, your Uncle Jack. An impressive gentleman. Killed along with the stallion when they were crushed by a falling tree. You came home from college for the funeral. Right after that, your aunt sold all the timberland, over 500,000 acres. Mostly Douglas firs. Worth a fortune. All yours. At least, it was all yours.
Now, all that's changed?
I don't know. Hey, if you're ready, come on downstairs.
How does Sarah feel about my return?
You better find out for yourself.
It's good to see
you, Edward.
Thank you.
Sit down. I'll bring you a plate. Pork chops and home fries and a salad. They used to be your favorite.
Right, it sounds fine. I'm really hungry.
You look all right. Not a day older.
Would you like a bottle of beer? We have some.
Oh, thank you. I would.
I won't be a minute.
That's a sharp steak knife, so be careful. Now, tell us where you've been between bites.
Oh, all over.
Oh, tell us about Japan.
Well, I wish I could, but I've never been there.
They said that's where you were heading. Folks around here. You said you always wanted to see the Orient.
Your aunt even sent Andrew traipsing up to Seattle to check the steamship lines.
Oh, that's too bad.
Well, where were you? Or don't you want to talk?
Well, I kind of drifted.
That doesn't sound like you, Edward. You always set your mind on something and went after it.
I wanted to acquire experience. I worked on an ore barge out of Duluth and on a farm in Iowa. I went down the Mississippi as a deckhand on a tug.
Why? Oh, that's just common labor. And you with a college degree?
Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
Except you got a big farm right here, Edward. Well, not that you ever took to farming. Luke still manages it for us. Got a bumper crop of apples this year and enough wheat to make a profit.
You remember Luke? Oh, he was real mad when you up and left. More upset even than your aunt. Of course, she don't show her feelings. First, she just didn't believe what you'd done. Then she just froze up. You know, that hard look.
Hasn't left the house since.
Not to walk into the village. But she does take walks in the fields once in a while. Sometimes, if it's a nice day, Luke saddles the old mare for her and she rides.
That's a lonely existence.
She was embarrassed.
I caused a lot of trouble. I think I'd better push on in the morning.
Yeah, that might be best.
Oh, I don't see why you shouldn't stay for a few days, Edward. Your aunt might come around. You know, you're all she's got.
No, not Matilda Blair. She won't even talk about it. When Edward left the way he did, he might just as well have died.
I'd like to make amends for whatever I did.
You can't, Edward. You haven't seen her. We have.
You haven't seen her. We have. Who? What had Edward Blair done to have become an outcast? My curiosity was aroused. When the old man accompanied me up to my bedroom, I had made up my mind about what I would do.
You're tired out, huh?
I sure am. I walked a long way.
Where from?
I was a lumberjack uprange, about 40 miles away.
You walked from there?
I tried to hitch a ride to Seattle, but it's not a well-traveled road. A few cars went by, but it was foggy, and then it began to rain. No one stopped.
You've been 40 miles away for how long?
About 4 months. I got to hankering for the sea. From Seattle, I was headed for Puget Sound to look for a job on a tanker.
And you decided to stop here?
I needed shelter. There was a light on.
You didn't intend to stop in Lost Cabin?
No.
You're still headed for the sea?
Tomorrow, or the next day. I know I'm not welcome, Andrew. You and Sarah have been kind, but there's a kind of bad feeling here.
I have something for you, Edward. Here.
What? $100?
I told your aunt you'd returned. She just nodded and pointed to a drawer and told me to open it. The money's for you.
To send me on my way, or to suggest that I stay on?
For a while, maybe. I don't really know. Maybe she wants you to face up to what you did.
I see.
If you stay...
I will. Briefly.
We still have an old mare. You might like to ride the farm.
Oh, thank you.
I think it'd be wise, though, to avoid the village. It's 5 years, but the folks around here, as you know, get an opinion stuck in their minds and you can't shake it loose. And their opinion of you isn't good.
You think I could face up to it? To what I did?
If you can explain, maybe. If not, you'd be in danger. You know, Mr. Manning, he's an angry man, and he's taken the law into his hands before.
Manning?
Yeah, still lives on his big estate 5 miles away.
He's the one with the biggest grievance?
That's a foolish question to ask, Edward.
Yeah, I suppose it is. Why have you and Sarah been so kind to me?
We remember the past. You brought us a lot of joy. You were a son to all of us during your growing-up years. And I can't just wipe them out.
I'd better speak to Manning.
No, that I wouldn't advise.
You can imagine how confused I was. Why didn't I just blurt out that I was an imposter, that I wasn't Edward Blair? Well, they didn't give me a chance. Besides, I was offered a bed and a good meal, and I was exhausted. And now I had $100. Andrew left me, probably to discuss my return with Sarah.
Get him settled, old man?
Yep. He's tuckered out. He's got a lot to think about. He liked the supper.
What did old Sourpuss have to say?
She's been good to us, Sarah.
She wouldn't know what to do without us. He is different, Andrew. Not as high and mighty as he used to be. He's become quiet and polite.
Scraping for a living can do that.
True enough. Still, he has changed.
Not in appearance. He's a fine-looking young man.
Even the scar has disappeared.
Scar?
Remember when he was 12 or so? He tattooed his name on top of his hand, and Mr. Blair had Dr. Ryder take it off?
Oh, I'd forgotten that. That did leave a white patch.
Well, while he ate, I made a point of studying his hand. There is no scar, Andrew.
What brought a young man identified as Edward Blair, who disappeared 5 years before, to the Blair farm? Coincidence? Destiny? I can't answer that because I don't know. Nobody can know. What seems to be coincidence could be fate. We'll see what happens in Act 2. Hopefully, we will learn the narrator's name. We may even learn why he disappeared 5 years ago. There's an Irish proverb that maintains that he that's born to be hanged needn't fear water. In our kind of story, I often have to fall back on or reach for an explanation of the strange. Just as often I come up empty-handed because sometimes there is no explanation. Certain experiences are unique to the persons who have them. You may doubt them. They do not.
I slept as if I'd been drugged. Andrew mentioned an old mare, so I pulled on riding breeches, and after breakfast we saddled her, and I trotted off into the sunshiny day.
Good morning. It was. Pardon me? I said it was a good morning. Ah, so you come back. I didn't think you had the guts. You like to stay?
Well, that depends. You're, Luke? Luke Chance?
Who do you think I am? Your dead uncle? You crazy or something?
I wasn't certain.
Now, don't tell me you've lost your memory. You can't get away with that, Edward.
Well, it happens.
What, are you serious?
In a way.
I don't believe you. Even if I did, I'd never forgive what you did.
Tell me what you think I did.
After you skipped out, I could have killed you because of what happened. You can't explain that away.
I mean to try.
Well, stay away from me. Give me an excuse and I'll hang you up on this pitchfork. I mean it. Now, right off.
What reason have you to hate me?
The entire village hates you. Me? I wish you were dead.
Why?
Steer clear of me or I'll break you in two. Now, right on. I enjoyed your sermon, Pastor.
Thank you, Andrew. And you, Mrs. Beatley?
Oh, yes. Yes. He's back, you know, Pastor.
Yes, I've heard. Has he explained himself?
No, sir.
I see. Does he sorrow?
He seems kind of puzzled like.
That's a good way to put it, Andrew. Puzzled. Just don't seem to understand what he did. We don't talk about it. Of course, Mrs. Blair said not to.
And we don't want to. There's something unhealthy about it. I'm worried, Pastor.
Yes, so am I.
We try to treat him the way we used to because we remember the good.
But others are not forgiving. And not that we forgive, but we've been trying to forget. No, that's not right, Reverend. We can't forgive what he did. I don't know what I'm saying.
You're a kind man, Andrew. You're torn. You can't forgive, and you can't forget. So you're trying to suspend judgment. That takes strength. I'll confess something to both of you. I don't think that I have that kind of strength. I see them at least once a week. When I do, the anger comes up in my throat and I can't control it. Have you seen them?
Just once. Even though we're just Mrs. Blair's couple, we weren't welcome.
It was pitiful. One so young and...
I'd advise him to leave Lost Cabin. There's no life for him here. Public opinion is frozen against him. If he stays, he will feel that barrier.
He mentioned wanting to see Mr. Manning.
If he does, he'll cause a real murder. His own.
When Andrew and Sarah returned from the service, I asked Andrew to have a talk with me in my bedroom. He told me what Reverend Lynette had said. My mind was in an ever-tightening vice. I had to speak out.
He's a good man, Edward. Like the rest of us, he was shocked.
By what? I demand to know. I don't know what Edward Blair did.
I can't believe that.
Oh, I'm so confused. I'm going crazy.
Then you'd better leave.
Well, I don't want to leave until this is cleared up. It's torture. This silent treatment has got me screaming. Why won't anyone talk to me? Tell me what Edward Blair did and I'll understand. But this is torture.
Maybe that's your atonement, Edward. The Lord moves in mysterious ways.
What do I have to atone for? You don't believe anything I said, do you?
No. How can you expect me to?
Maybe I have cracked up.
And I'll speak to your aunt about calling in a doctor. In the meantime, don't sit here and brood. I'll settle the mare. Get out in the fresh air.
Okay.
Been to the cabin yet?
No.
Seldom used these days, but I keep it tidied up.
Well, all right, this afternoon. First, I have something to do.
Don't go into the village.
Am I some kind of criminal?
No, we won't go into that.
Did I murder someone?
You did something worse.
Someone would talk. Or was I so damned that everyone would shun me? I wore my own clothes and had my hat pulled down. Except for a few young persons, the streets were empty. I went to the rectory and rang the bell.
Oh.
I'd like to talk to you.
Come in. Follow me. This is my study. Sit down.
Reverend Lynette, What did Edward Blair do?
Ask yourself.
I don't know.
Now, either you are an artful liar, or you have literally lost your mind. Now, I am acquainted with amnesia. If you don't know why you are an outcast, get medical advice elsewhere.
There's nothing the matter with my mind.
There is with your soul.
Look, I was working as a lumberjack about 40 miles from here, and I quit. It was a rainy night.
I have no more time for you, Mr. Blair. Your presence is distasteful to me, and I will not discuss the subject with you.
No one will.
Of course not. Those on whom you inflicted unbearable suffering stand high in this small community. We respect them enough not to discuss what happened.
Then I'll never know what I'm accused of.
Oh, you know the charge, Mr. Blair.
But I don't.
Your return is a shock. Your performance with Mr. and Mrs. Cagey and Luke Chance, and now with me, has been amazing. If Mr. Manning comes looking for you, Mr. Blair, you will recover your memory mighty fast.
I returned to the farmhouse and went for a ride on the mare. It was just as well I did, because later I learned that Mr. Manning had called.
Well, hello, Andrew. Is he here?
No, Mr. Manning.
No. Is that the truth? I know he's come home. Now, where is he?
Well, I believe he went riding.
Right, yeah. I'll wait. Now, why was he allowed in the first place?
He just wandered in off the road a few nights ago during the rainstorm. Will you come in?
No. No. But thank you, Andrew. This isn't a social visit. You see this?
A gun will only cause more trouble. And you've had enough, Mr. Manning.
You've seen Liz.
Yes, sir.
I see her every day. Do you think I could forget what Edward Blair did to her?
No. You're welcome to come in.
No, thank you. I'll wander around and then wait by my car.
Don't use the gun, Mr. Manning.
No one would testify against me if I did. Goodbye, Andrew.
Goodbye, sir. Sarah.
Who was that at the door?
Mr. Manning. Toting a rifle.
What?
He's got murder in his eye.
Where's Edward?
I don't know. Riding. But where, I don't know. I'm going to slip out the back and try to find him. If Manning knocks again, stall him off.
Andrew, what are you doing half a mile from the house?
Mr. Manning's looking for you. It's worth your life if you return.
Is he armed?
You've seen the cabin in the northeast corner of the land?
From a distance. You told me about it.
Well, you better go there and stay for a day or so. Or dismount. I have money with me. And cut out for the state highway. And lose yourself in Seattle. Disappear again. And save yourself.
I'm going to find out what Edward Blair did if it costs me my life. Where's Manning now?
He's waiting for you at the house. When you don't return, he'll begin to search.
If I decide to spend the night at the cabin, is there any way you can inform me about what Manning's doing?
Well, there's a telephone extension from the house to the cabin, but I advise you, for the last time, Edward, not to chance it. Leave by foot. We've had tragedy enough without adding murder to it.
He'd shoot me just like that?
He would.
I certainly did not want to die, but I had to satisfy my curiosity about Edward Blair. So I walked to the cabin and opened the door. I hadn't sat long in the gloom when...
Edward?
What is it? I asked you not to risk coming here.
I brought you some hot soup in a thermos. And bread and butter.
Well, thank you.
I thought you might come here, so I watched from an upstairs window. I saw a light through the curtains of the cabin. You're a sitting duck, Edward.
I'm not a common criminal.
That's very true.
And I'm not going to hide like a prairie dog in a hole. And I'm armed.
Yeah, I see that. You're making a grave mistake. For the last time, leave, Edward.
I want to talk to him.
I've warned you. There's nothing more I can say. I'll come down in the morning.
Thank you for the hot soup. And don't worry.
There's nothing more to worry about. I'm resigned.
The course of a person's life is perplexing. If is a two-letter word, but it's a mighty big one. If I had only done this, or if I'd done that. Every day we make decisions, most of them by instinct. They're like forks in the road that lead sometimes to dead ends or trouble. Edward Blair faces one now. What happens to him will occur in Act 3. I will return shortly. What explains a death caused by a falling object? A molding from a building, a limb from a tree. Why was a particular person at the spot at the precise moment to have his life ended? Call it the mystery of life, but try to explain it. About Edward Blair, or the man thought to be Blair, why couldn't he have found shelter for the night at some other farmhouse? Well, it's his story.
After Andrew left me, I was nervous. I'm not all that brave. Later, I learned that he'd sat in the kitchen with his wife, Sarah, and talked about me.
I think I'd better speak to Mrs. Blair. Let her decide.
Decide what?
Is he Edward Blair or a dead ringer for him? He's got me wondering.
The scar on the top of his left hand. Oh, I've wondered about that. Scars just don't disappear.
I'd swear he's Edward. If he isn't, he's identical. And what really puzzles me is that you don't seem to know what he did to the Mannings. The real Edward Blair would never forget.
Nor would he ever show his face here again. No, the more I think about it, Andrew, the more I think that this is someone else.
Well, I'm going to find out.
No? It's raining cats and dogs, Andrew.
The man's in danger.
On a night like this?
Yeah, Manning hates him. The weather won't stand in his way. He might kill an innocent man.
Well, use the telephone and tell Edward to come back to the house.
He said he's set on finding out why Edward Blair's hated here worse than sin.
Well, we'll tell him. Of course, my heart breaks about Liz Manning. I must say, at first, I didn't feel too bad about her father. A petty man. He gives himself airs.
I'm sorry for him living in that big house of his and Liz stuck in her room. You saw her, Sarah.
Oh, she's pitiful. Like a faded flower.
Yeah. Worm-eaten. You can see it in her blank eyes. Will we ever be free of it?
No. No, even if this man isn't Edward Blair, Edward is somewhere. And I hope he suffers. Call him, Andrew.
After Andrew telephoned, I turned out the lights in the cabin and drew the screen across the fireplace. As I opened the door... What the devil?
Just to let you know I'm here, Edward.
Well, you could see I was here. I'm not in hiding.
No longer you ain't.
Well, what do you want?
What I want isn't what I'll get. You're Mr. Manning's pigeon. You haven't got a chance.
I've got a gun, and I know how to use it. Try anything and you'll find out.
Don't tempt me. Where do you think you're going?
Back to the farmhouse.
What for?
To learn the truth.
Learn the truth. What kind of crazy are you, Edward? First, you don't know me. Next, you don't know what you did 5 years ago. You think anyone believes that?
What if it's true? Until I rode up to you in the field, I'd never seen you before.
You're Edward Blair.
So you say.
So does everyone. Andrew, Sarah, Reverend Lynette.
They're mistaken.
We can't be. There's no such thing as identical.
Well, there is now.
Then why don't you say who you are? And get out of Lost Cabin.
Because I want to find out what Edward Blair did.
You know.
I don't.
You don't know about the engagement and the big party and everyone in town at the church? And what you did?
What did Edward Blair do?
Lit out.
Oh, he left the girl at the altar. Well, that's happened before. Maybe she was well rid of him.
She didn't think so.
And?
I think Mr. Manning ought to force you to see her. First.
And next?
He'll kill you. If he don't, I will.
And one of you will hang.
Don't bet on it. The village will support us. It's an accident, see? That's happened before.
I want the truth, Andrew. All of it.
What was that gunshot?
Luke.
He fired at you?
A warning. Then he came up to me as I was leaving. He said Edward Blair jilted Manning's daughter and disappeared. What happened next?
She turned into a vegetable.
Oh, good Lord.
You might well say that, Edward. If you are Edward.
My name is George Constable. I never heard of Lost Cabin or any of you. I told you the truth. I've drifted everywhere.
Yeah, but when you come to the door that rainy night...
I was wet and cold and broke. I saw no harm in drying out and having a good night's sleep. Then I'd be on my way.
But the next morning...
I don't know. It's hard to explain. It was a fantastic situation. You believing I was the black sheep come home. I wanted to find out what Edward Blair had done. But no one would tell me.
Well, you know now, George.
I'll sit down if you don't mind. Tell me about Manning's daughter.
Well, folks said that that is, Edward, you'd gone to Japan or China or some such in the Orient. We never heard from you again.
Not to this day.
Why? Why did he disappear?
I don't know. Busted his aunt's heart. Ours, too. And then came the disgrace.
It's what happened to Liz. It was a kind of breakdown.
Right in the church, she turned the color of a sheet, and then she crumpled.
That was after waiting an hour for Edward to appear. Andrew and Luke and some other men went looking for him, but he'd just vanished, like he'd dropped through a hole in the earth.
Manning got her home. Liz, I mean. And a kind of a pall settled over the village.
Oh, she was a beautiful, frail girl.
A lady.
And lots of fine young men had their hearts set on her, but Liz could only see Edward.
Where she was reserved and retiring, Edward was brash.
Dashing, we used to say. And he loved her. Well, so it appeared.
What happened?
No one knows.
For heaven's sake, there has to be an explanation. Was he kidnapped, shanghaied, killed?
We'd like to think so. That'd explain it.
I can't believe it.
Neither could we. Except for Liz. She's the living reminder of what he did to her.
We've seen her, Sarah and me. Once. She's young, younger than you. But she's like somebody senile. Blighted. The light's gone out of her eyes.
Thin as a reed. She sits in her room and stares.
A living death.
What if I saw her?
What?
Well, apparently I look exactly like Edward Blair. Yeah, maybe the shock...
Oh, I see what you mean. Maybe seeing you would restore her. Andrew?
It's an idea. Manning's on his way here. I'll go out and tell him you're not Edward Blair, and then tell him about your suggestion.
Oh, it might be a miracle.
I'll do anything to help.
You really would visit Liz?
I'll give you my word. I meant what I said. I went to my bedroom and changed into dry clothes. I was excited. I thought, be doing something to repay the kind old couple. Then I heard someone, Manning, probably, knocking at the front door. I listened from the top of the staircase.
Mr. Manning, I have something to say to you.
Where is he?
Mr. Manning, he's not Edward Blair. His name...
I am coming in, Andrew. Stand back. I don't want you to be hurt.
Please, you're making an awful mistake. His name is George Constable. Sarah and I had the whole story from...
Get back.
He wants to see Liz. Maybe if he does, she'll...
Now, listen, I won't listen to you. If he's upstairs, I'm going up after him. Now, I have waited 5 years.
He's just a look-alike. He's a lumberjack from the camp uprange near here.
I'm going upstairs.
You don't have to do that, Mr. Manning. I'm coming down.
It's you, all right.
I want to explain.
Hey, you selfish evil.
Give me a chance to tell you who I am.
What you did to my daughter and to me, this is my revenge.
Mr. Manning!
Oh, good Lord!
You shot an innocent man.
I shot Edward Blair, and I hope he's dead. He deserved to die.
But he isn't Edward Blair. His name is George Constable. He just wandered in out of the rain.
You're a loyal man, Andrew, but you're soft in the head. Notify the police. Nothing will happen to me. I've done the village a service. Good night.
Oh, I can't believe it.
See if he's alive. I'll telephone the doctor. If he's dead, Manning will be charged with murder.
Hello, Andrew. Well, what do you want?
He's alive.
Then get him out of Lost Cabin or I'll finish him off.
May I speak with you? Inside?
Well, come on. Well?
You shot an innocent man. The sheriff traced him to the logging camp, then to where he worked in Michigan, then to his parents in Illinois. The father will be here tomorrow.
I didn't shoot Edward Blair.
You shot George Constable.
George Constable? Not Blair?
I thought you ought to know.
Then that detestable devil, he's still out there somewhere. I only live to get even with him.
I understand that.
I can be accused of premeditated attempted murder.
Yes. You might say that fate played you a wicked trick.
Some lives seem to be blighted. How else can you explain a lookalike who wanders in out of a rainy night, is mistaken for another, and is shot by a man who hated him? I don't have an explanation. It just happened. Now, what do you think of the two concepts, free will and predetermination? I'll return shortly. George Constable, the young man who looked exactly like Edward Blair, recovered in time from the gunshot. Although Mrs. Blair, the aunt, invited him to stay on, George continued his interrupted journey to the sea. Manning received a suspended sentence. His daughter never recovered. Our cast included John Lithgow, Joan Shea, Robert Dryden, and Earl Hammond. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
And now, Mystery Theater.
Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. Welcome to the world of your own terrifying imagination. Mark Twain once said, "Everyone talks about the weather, but no one does anything about it." The same thing might be said of the state of morality in the world today. Everyone talks about immorality and corruption, but no one seems to do anything about it. Can we do anything about it? This is the story of a group who tried. Our mystery drama, Ordeal by Fire, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Murray Burnett and stars Mandel Kramer. Prometheus' gift of fire to man was a blessing, bringing warmth, cheer, enabling man to cook his food, and also protect him from wild beasts. But along with the benefits came drawbacks. Fire proved to be destructive and sometimes deadly, and man used it often to destroy. Thus was born the warning, "Don't play with fire." However, those who created one warning didn't follow their own advice, and they inevitably learned that they should have.
Bob! Bob! Over here!
Ava, I wired you not to meet me at the plane.
I had to. Bob, I'm so glad you're here.
Darling.
I've missed you.
Me too, darling.
I know I shouldn't have sent you that silly cable, but Bob, I am so frightened.
It's all right now. It is all right.
No, it isn't. I know how important your China trip was to you, but I had to bring you back. I tried to handle this myself, but it just...
Handle what?
Not here. Let's have a cup of coffee and I'll try to explain.
I just don't understand. What's your father afraid of?
I don't know, and he won't tell me. That's why I sent for you, Bob. Maybe he'll talk to you.
You know, darling, if you were anyone else except the level-headed, beautiful girl that I'm going to marry, I'd say this whole thing was nonsense.
You won't say it after you see Dad. You won't recognize him.
Why, you mean he's changed physically?
Not so much in appearance, but in his attitude. You know the way Dad was completely self-assured, positive.
Yes, and sometimes wrong.
Of course, who isn't? But you don't get to be the head of one of the largest corporations in the country by running scared. And Bob, believe me, Dad's terrified. Can you picture Vern Marcus scared?
What's going on, Vern?
Oh, nothing much, Bob. Just having my study remodeled.
It looks like you're making it into a bank vault. You going to store your money here?
What brings you back to the States? I thought you planned to stay in China 2 months.
You're the reason I'm here, Vern.
You've evidently been allowing Ava to fill your head with a lot of nonsense.
Nonsense?
Well, I don't know what she told you,
She didn't
but...
tell me that you were turning your study into a fortress or electrifying the fence around the house, but she told me enough to convince me that I was right to come back. What's frightening you, Vern?
Now, leave me alone. Just leave me be, that's all. Is that too much?
Much too much. Stop thinking about yourself and think of what you're doing to Ava.
Ava has nothing to do with this.
No? How would you feel if your daughter built herself a fortress and locked herself in, turning from an outgoing, beautiful girl to a frightened, petulant child, asking only to be left alone? Would you try to help?
All right, Bob. You win. One promise. You mustn't tell Ava.
But she's frantic with worry. I have to tell her something.
No.
At least let me tell her that you've confided in me. That will help.
That's all you'll tell her? You promise?
I promise.
All right. My telling you isn't going to do any good. I'm caught, that's all.
Caught? By what?
The Promethean Society.
What's that?
It's a small, secret society dedicated to doing something about the lack of morality in the world today.
All right, but what do you mean you're caught?
I have 1 week to give the leader of the society, a man who calls himself Promos, $1 million.
For what?
Well, ostensibly to spread the message of the society.
Well, what kind of work do they do that takes $1 million?
A public relations campaign. Newspaper advertising, television, radio. There are even discussions of making a motion picture, and that takes money.
Well, I don't see the problem, Vern. If you really feel that this is worthwhile, you make the contribution. If you don't, you tell them you won't go along.
I'm afraid that's not possible.
Oh, come on, Vern. What are they going to do if you say no?
Rather than tell you, I'll show you. Timmy, Bob Steele remembers you. I'm sure you remember him.
Sure. I remember, Bob. How are you?
Well, I'm fine, but what are you doing in the wheelchair?
Learning how to operate the darn thing. I can move it pretty good. It's the brakes that bother me. Oh, watch it.
That's all right. I've got you.
Oh, thanks. Now, Vern, what brings you here?
Well, actually, it was Bob.
Bob? What can I do for you?
Well, Vern seems to be passing the buck. I'm trying to find out what's got him so uptight, and he told me that...
What have you done, Vern? What have you told him?
Well, nothing yet. You see, Ava cabled me in China because she was so worried, and I came back to try to help.
How much have you told him, Vern?
Well, about our joining the Promethean Society, and that they've asked me for $1 million in contributions, and they asked you for half that, and you didn't pay. Well, Bob wanted to know what happened to you, so I brought him here to show you.
You want to see what happened to me, Bob? Unwrap the blankets around my legs.
What?
Do as he says. And look at his feet.
Good Lord. What happened?
3rd-degree burns. The doctor tells me scar tissue will take about 6 months to form.
Oh.
And then I can start to learn to walk again.
How did it happen?
I was here, in my house. One day, my feet just burned up.
Tell him, Timmy. That day was just 2 days after you refused to contribute the $500,000 that Promos had requested.
Ava, darling, get off my back.
Oh, Bob, what's happening to us? Why are we so ugly to each other?
Because something pretty ugly is going on.
And you don't think I'm old enough to be let in on it?
Look, I've already explained to you that I gave your dad my word.
Well, at least tell me how you're going to help him.
Will you be satisfied with that?
I guess I'll have to be.
All right. You remember me telling you about a buddy of mine in Vietnam?
I think so. His name was Brian. Brian?
Yes, Brian Casey. He went from Marine Sniper Scout to the Chemical Warfare Branch, and now he runs a private detective agency. Now, he should be here in 5 minutes. Wish us luck.
I can't do it, Bob. I just can't.
Vern, think what we're asking. Only to stall.
He'll tell me I've had enough time. I've known about this for weeks.
He's right, Bob.
Look, Casey, I brought you here because I believed you could help. Now, if you're going to agree with him...
Just stalling isn't enough, Bob. We've got to have a plan. And before I can even think of anything, I've got to see what this organization looks like and how it operates.
I've told you, Mr. Casey.
It's not good enough. I have to attend one of those meetings. I just don't believe that any man can control fire.
Then how do you explain what happened to Timmy Burns?
I can't. Yet. And we still can't be sure that Burns told it like it happened.
Well, Timmy has no reason to lie.
And you must believe that this Promos can control fire.
I only know what I saw.
I saw his feet, too.
After whatever happened, happened.
What could have happened? Except what Timmy told us.
Well, I'll tell you one thing that could have happened. 2 rough gents could have called on Burns, tied him up, gagged him, and roasted his feet.
I saw his feet, Casey. This couldn't have been done with matches.
Bob, you know better than that. Now think back when we were in Vietnam. Remember the defoliants? Flamethrowers? Now, these guys could have used that on him.
Well, then why wouldn't he tell us?
Because they told him not to. And he sure would listen after they finished with him.
Never thought of that, but it is possible.
No, you don't know Promos.
You think he's a nice guy? You wouldn't stoop to a thing like that?
Well, I don't know what he is. A fanatic or a blackmailer. But there's an aura of power about him and a certainty. Now, I don't know, but I'm sure that he doesn't have to use others. And certainly not thugs like you described.
Well, that's why I have to meet him and see his operation. That's the only way I can help.
And I don't see what good that'll do.
Let's look at your options, Vern. 1, you can pay.
Just the first in a long string of payments.
2, you can blow the whistle and go to the district attorney.
With what? Tell him you joined the secret society willingly, that it's dedicated to restoring the moral tone of the world, and that you've been asked for a contribution.
That's why I haven't considered the police.
Or 3, you can believe me when I tell you that Casey here is the toughest, most competent, and most highly trained private operative I know. In addition to being a buddy of mine from Vietnam.
I'm not downgrading Casey. I just don't see what he offers.
A long shot. You can take me to your scheduled meeting tomorrow night and introduce me as a sinner who's seen the light. Now, I'm an ex-Marine, a Vietnam veteran. Well, I made a bundle in the black market, and now I want to give some of it to the Promethean Society to make the world a better place. But I want to see before I give. And the reason you don't have the $1 million is that you wanted Promos' approval to allow me to chip in with you. Huh?
That makes sense, Vern.
And if Promos doesn't go for it, or I come up with nothing, you can always pay. How you feeling, Vern?
Nervous. Very nervous. I wish Bob could have come.
Relax. Just do it the way we rehearsed it. You were letter perfect.
But what if Promos asks me about...
No. I'll handle the questions if they're about me. Now, clue me in again on the way this affair is run. It'll take your mind off what's worrying you.
Well, the members all gather in the clubroom. Very austere, but comfortable. We generally chat with each other, and then when a gong sounds, we go into the assembly hall. That's a large room. Mm-hmm. I think it used to be a ballroom. It's been fixed. It has a stage at one end with a platform. And that's where Promos stands when he talks.
That all?
Well, there's the fire, but you know about that. At a certain point in his address, he raises his arms and extends them in the white and gold robe. And suddenly, he's consumed by fire. But it never burns him. Never.
And you have no idea where the fire comes from?
None. We've all talked about it. At first, we thought it was some magician's trick, but we can't be sure.
You never had the stage checked out?
Well, we talked about it, but we never did. Here we are. You know, you'll have to meet Promos before you can get into the meeting.
All you have to do is introduce me. The rest will be up to me.
So, you would like to join the Prometheans, Mr. Casey?
Well, that's why I'm here. Now, what's with this bit about taking your shoes off?
If and when we accept you, we'll explain our rituals. But we do not allow you into the inner chamber with your shoes on. What do you know about the Prometheans?
Well, only what Vern Marcus told me.
And what was that?
Well, it was pretty general that you were an organization doing something about the shocking philosophy in our contemporary society that anything goes as long as it makes a buck.
Now, why do you feel so strongly about it?
Atonement.
Atonement? For what?
Yeah, for my sins.
This is not a confessional, and I am not a priest, Mr. Casey. We're engaged in a very secular battle here against the forces that have distorted and corrupted the moral values all over the world. And we intend to use the very same instruments that did the corrupting.
Well, I apologize, but I wasn't being flip. Maybe Vern told you I was in Vietnam in the Marine Corps. I know this isn't a confessional, and you're not interested in my life story, but I made a fortune then.
Opium?
No, not quite that bad. Black market. I sold everything I get my hands on.
Yes. Well, while I'm greatly flattered that you want to join the Promethean Society, I'm sure you are unaware of our admission procedures. We have always selected our members, and only because of Vernon Marcus's stature and the substantial contribution he's making to the society did I consent to see you this evening.
Now, wait a minute.
Much as I sympathize with people like you, you're not the type of member we seek.
You know, up until 5 minutes ago, I thought your organization was doing something, but now I think different.
Now, what do you think now, Mr. Casey?
I think maybe you are money hungry like I was in Vietnam, and you want to stick Marcus for the $1 million and figure on picking up another $500,000 for me later on.
If that's what you think, Mr. Casey, I'd be delighted if you'd stay for the meeting.
You mean that?
I never say anything I don't mean.
The world is made up of believers and non-believers. The two disparate groups argue about anything and everything, from the existence of ghosts to the importance of dream research. But few of the arguers ever get down to gritty reality. In just a moment, Brian Casey will see for himself the existence and power of Promethean fire as controlled by Promos when we return with Act 2. Have you ever noticed how much atmosphere plays a part in our lives? For example, it would never occur to anyone to hold a seance in a subway. And although the Promethean Society did not feature ghostly voices and trumpets and tambourines, its inner room or shrine was austere and impressive, with straight-backed chairs and organ music setting the proper atmosphere. The only light came from two flaming braziers on either wall. Promos, resplendent in a white and gold robe, stood at a lectern on a slightly raised stage.
Welcome, Prometheans. Just as Prometheus brought man the gift of fire centuries ago, so are we dedicated to remind man that his salvation lies not in unbridled freedom and corruption, but in shoring up the wavering standards of morality and truth. Tonight, we extend a welcome to Brian Casey, a man who has indicated his desire to join with us, and who, after he has passed our scrutiny and been accepted, will undergo the rites of purification with which you are all familiar. You have a question, Mr. Johnson?
I do. As everybody here knows, I'm a businessman, and like everyone here, I joined the society with very high hopes.
Yes, Mr. Johnson.
Well, put it bluntly, the hopes haven't been realized.
Could you be more specific?
Well, we all know it takes money to mount a campaign of the proportions you outlined to us, and we all contributed at the onset. Now, some of us have made further, and exceedingly generous contributions, and I still haven't seen anything that in a business sense would justify these outlays.
You are asking for an accounting.
Well, I'm asking for some sort of indication that something's being done.
You ask for a sign, a hopeful sign, which you expect to find on the page of a ledger.
No.
And you shall have it. Deucalion, bring Mr. Johnson the ledger.
No, I didn't mean to imply that
Hand it to him, Deucalion.
Look, Promos, I didn't mean to upset you. I only asked, as any businessman would ask, to get some idea of where the money...
Take it.
Well, now, look, this is ridiculous. Do you want me to look at it now?
Yes, take the ledger. And now, Prometheus, O fire-bringer, give our friend a sign. A sign, O fire-bringer, a sign.
The ledger's on fire.
Drop it, Johnson, drop it.
Fear not. We are all safe. None of us has transgressed. I now call upon Prometheus for another sign. A sign directly for me.
Watch now, Casey. Watch. You see, Casey? The man's a sheet of flame. He should be burned alive. But he'll emerge unharmed when the flames die down. It's a miracle, Casey.
It's impressive, but I don't believe in miracles.
Well, Casey, what'd you think of the meeting?
I can shake you up pretty good. I'll tell you more when we get into the car and start home.
Mr. Marcus. Mr. Marcus.
Yes, Promos?
Haven't you forgotten something?
Oh, you mean...
Your contribution. The society has been counting on it.
Of course. You understand that I've had some difficulty in...
You've had plenty of time.
I know. But I can't...
Have you changed your mind about making the contribution?
Oh, no, not at all. I was just waiting for Mr. Casey here to...
Mr. Casey informed me of his wish to contribute. But I must ask you, Mr. Marcus, in front of Mr. Casey here, are you completely familiar with his background?
Why, yes, I think so.
Now, what are you getting at, Promos?
You're not yet a member. We cannot accept outside contributions.
Well, what's that got to do with my background?
Your background will determine whether or not we accept you.
That's fair enough. If you accept me, you can take my $500,000. If not, it's up to Marcus to make the total $1 million contribution.
Yes, I will.
When can I expect to hear about my application?
I should say within the next 48 hours. Yes, definitely within that time.
Well, now that we're back home, Casey, what do you think?
Phony is a $4 bill.
Well, what do we do?
Blow the whistle, Bob. Go to the DA. Raid the joint. I guarantee you'll find all sorts of gimmicks that produce the fire Promos uses. You're being blackmailed. You don't want to give the Promethean Society $1 million, do you?
No.
Yeah, but you're afraid that if you don't...
Stop right there. Now, you saw what happened to Timmy Burns. That's what I'm afraid of. Do you have any explanation as to how Timmy's feet were so badly burned?
Oh, not at the moment. I thought I did when we were made to bathe our feet in water at the purification rites, but my theory was wrong.
What did you think it was?
I thought, Bob, there might be some delayed action chemical in the water which might have caused the burns. But I checked my feet after I got home. Nothing. Just plain water.
Well, what's the next move, then?
Now, before we talk about any next moves, I need a straight answer to two questions. One, can either of you guarantee that nothing's going to happen to me? Two, if we call in the police, can they give me the same guarantee?
The answer to both questions must be no.
Casey, thank you for your trouble. I'll send you a check. It's been nice to meet you. Goodbye.
Now, wait a minute, Vern. You haven't heard...
I've heard all I need to. It's not your skin that's in danger of being charred. Neither of you have anything to risk. I've made my decision. I'm going to pay.
Casey Associates.
Ah, Mr. Casey. How fortunate I reached you so promptly.
Who is this?
You don't recognize the voice?
Promos?
Exactly. I don't suppose I have to spell out our decision on your application.
I don't understand.
Oh, come now, Mr. Casey. The little game is over. Since I've called you at your office, you must realize I know you're a private investigator.
So?
Well, surely you don't expect the Promethean Society to...
I'm a private investigator. Now, does that make me a second-class citizen? If you've done any checking at all, you've found out that I was in Vietnam and that the rest of what I told you is true.
Please don't excite yourself, Mr. Casey. Private investigators are, by nature and profession, skeptics. Philosophically, you can't possibly be attuned to our lifestyle. Therefore, it's my irrevocable decision to refuse you membership. I called because I wanted to tell you this personally.
Okay. It's your candy store.
Not entirely, Mr. Casey. Although my instincts tell me you don't accept it, there is a god involved. You remember Prometheus?
Look, Promos.
I would like to hire you, Mr. Casey.
What?
You do undertake assignments that are of a protective nature?
Yes, but
It would be to our mutual advantage if you would. I have reason to believe that my life may be in danger. Are you willing to work for me?
You'll be wasting your money.
It's my money.
Well, I'll think about it.
While you're thinking, consider the fact that if you were really serious about wishing to join us, you might be doing me an even larger service by keeping me alive so that the work of the society can go on.
It's a good point. As I said, I'll think about it.
Good, Mr. Casey. But don't think too long.
I'll tell you, Mr. Marcus, he's getting nervous. Otherwise, he'd never have tried to hire me.
Maybe it's true.
No way. Promos needs protection as much as an intercontinental ballistics missile. You agree with me, Bob?
Well, it looks that way.
Well, I don't see how it changes my situation. I still have 24 hours to pay.
Correct. But if he's running scared, and it looks like he is, then he's got something to be scared about. Look, he's very big on Greek mythology with all this Prometheus stuff, but he's got to have an Achilles heel somewhere, and he's afraid we might find it.
Oh, excuse me. Hello.
Good evening, Mr. Marcus. I'm not taking you away from anything, am I?
Oh, nothing important.
Fine. I called to ask if you were aware that the guest you brought the other night was a private investigator.
You mean, Brian Casey?
Yes.
Well, does that disturb you?
Somewhat. A man of his type is hardly Promethean Society material.
Well, I'm sorry if I made an error in judgment.
It doesn't matter. I've just called to tell you that Casey will not become a member, and therefore you are responsible for the entire $1 million contribution. You understand?
Yes. Yes, I understand.
My feet! My feet! They're burning!
What?
Get something! Water! Something!
Burning.
I'm burning!
In the kitchen! Pail!
Are you talking to me, Mr. Marcus?
I'm sorry. There's some trouble here.
Oh, I'm sorry, but...
You'll have the money tomorrow night. Goodbye.
Call a doctor! Help me!
Don't roll your feet under your body.
Here's a pail of ice water. Get your feet in here, quick!
Merciful Lord in heaven. Look at the water, Bob.
It's boiling.
What can turn a pail of ice water into a bubbling cauldron? Promos would say it's Promethean fire. What would you say? What would you do if you were in Vernon Marcus' shoes? We'll be back shortly with Act 3. If any human could control fire, he could easily rule the world. Unless this power was granted to him by Prometheus and could only be used when Prometheus gave his permission and blessing. That is the claim of Promos, the head of the Promethean Society. We return to our story to find Brian Casey in a wheelchair, with his feet badly scarred and burning for revenge.
Hello?
Bob?
Casey, where are you?
I'm at my office.
But your feet...
I'm in a wheelchair. Now, they tell me I'll be back walking in less than 3 months. You've got to do me a favor.
Of course.
When's the next meeting of the Promethean Society?
Now, look, Casey, I don't want to interfere, but don't you think you ought to lay off now?
Tell me. Then I'll ask you the favor.
The next meeting is this Friday night.
Did Marcus pay the $1 million?
He's handing it over tonight.
Where?
Well, I don't know, but...
Listen closely. I want you to persuade Marcus to invite Promos to a big shindig at his house tonight.
I don't know whether...
It shouldn't be too hard, but it's vital. Now, why wouldn't a guy come to a party to pick up $1 million?
Casey, you ought to know better than anyone that Promos isn't just a guy.
We both know he likes money. Marcus can say that he wants to make a big publicity deal out of the party. There'll be a lot of tycoons there. It'll be an opportunity for Promos to meet them. Some of them should be interested in the Promethean Society. And think of the impression it'll make when Marcus hands over the $1 million.
Well, it's a point.
It'll work. And think of the impression Promos will make when he shows up in his robes.
Why would he wear the ceremonial robes?
Because they're impressive, because he's a ham at heart, and because he has to for my plan to work.
Your plan? What plan?
It's better that you don't know, in case something goes wrong.
Look, Casey, you're asking to use Vern's house, and...
I give you my word Vern can't get into trouble. Now, you've got to make the shindig come off.
Why? What's so important about Promos coming to a party?
Because after he gets there, you're going to spill a glass of whiskey over those ceremonial robes.
You've reached 518-8028. If that's the number you want, you'll know I never talk on the phone. You got 40 seconds to state your name and business after you hear the beep.
This is Casey. I need you for 2 jobs at the same place. Now, we never played games, Whitey. This one's rough. It can go all the way. But it's important to me. Now, I'd have come personally to talk to you, but I'm in a wheelchair. I need you, Whitey. Well, I hope you have good news for me, Bob.
I did what you wanted.
Promos is coming?
Yes. It was easier than I thought.
How'd you bring him around?
I told him we owed you a favor.
If this works, you'll be doing yourself a favor.
Look, you were kidding about me spilling a drink over Promos, weren't you?
I've never been more serious in my life. If you don't do that, there's no point to the party.
What in the world is...
Be clumsy, a little bump, and there goes the drink all over his robes. Now, you're terribly apologetic. Insist on having them clean for him. You can improvise the routine.
Yeah, I guess. You still want me flying blind, huh?
Until Thursday. There's a second part to this operation that has to come off before we stand a prayer. I'll see you back here Thursday at 4.
Bob? There's something very strange about this party.
Nonsense, darling. I'm having a ball.
Well, who's this Promos?
Oh, he's quite a guy.
Does he have anything to do
There
with...
you are, darling. Enjoying the party?
Oh, excuse me, Vern. Ava, do you want a drink?
No, thank you, and you don't need another either.
Honey, we're not married yet.
Dad?
Yes?
I want to talk to you about this party.
Later, dear, after it's over.
Where did you meet this man, Promos?
Now, please, this isn't the time to...
Well, he's the one who's been giving you the trouble, isn't he?
I've told you, Avie, this is the wrong time for me to explain.
You'll tell me later?
If I can.
Ava, darling, you don't know what you're missing. This bartender really knows how to mix a drink.
Why would Dad give this man $1 million?
Probably because he believes in the Promethean Society.
Ridiculous.
Don't say that until you've met Promos. He's impressive.
He's a creep.
Come on, let's go over. I'll introduce you. You may change your mind. Promos.
Ah, Mr. Steele. And this, I take it, is your bride-to-be.
That's right. Ava Marcus.
Delighted. And congratulations to you, Mr. Steele.
Thank you. Oh, you're not drinking?
Only wine. Excuse me now.
Oh, please don't go yet, Promos. We haven't really had a chance to talk.
What's up, Bob? Your glass.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
You clumsy fool.
Bob, you spilled your drink.
I'm terribly sorry. I don't know how that happened. Somebody must have pushed my arm.
You did. Pushing it up to your mouth.
Well, I'll have your robe cleaned, of course.
No. No, thank you.
Oh, I insist.
It was an accident. There's no need to make a case out of it.
It was my clumsiness. I'll have it cleaned and sent over to Society headquarters.
I wouldn't think of it. Now, no offense, Mr. Steele, but this is a ceremonial robe, and I'll see to the cleaning myself.
Oh, right on time, Bob. Come on, sit down.
How you feeling?
Coming along. You managed to spill the drink over the robe?
Yes.
How did he react?
Well, he blew up, naturally. I offered to have the robe cleaned.
And he wouldn't allow it, huh?
How did you know?
Because he's not about to let that robe out of his hands.
You think he's gimmicked the robe?
I think I figured the answer to a lot of his tricks. You remember the ledger that burned up in Johnson's hands?
Sure.
Probos has definitely had experience with chemicals and combustibles. He's come up with some special ways to use them. Now, that ledger was treated with an unusual substance that would ignite when touched with the heat of a human hand.
Yes, but the guy who brought it to him, Deucalion or something.
He was wearing gloves.
Are you sure?
Well, I'm sure about the gloves. The rest is an educated guess. I learned a lot about chemicals in Vietnam.
Well, how does the robe come into it?
I just finished looking over Promo's ceremonial robe.
How'd you get it?
Remember Whitey Phillips?
Where did you find Whitey?
He's got a locksmith business.
I can't believe it. Forgive me for laughing, but that slick crook, a locksmith, is just too much.
Well, it's a perfect business for Whitey. Now, he was here 10 minutes ago. He brought me Promo's ceremonial robe.
You got to be kidding. Whitey stole it?
No, not the robe you stained. I told him to lift the clean one.
Wait a minute. How did you know there was another one?
Well, there'd have to be two robes in case one went out of commission.
Uh-huh. And what did you discover when you examined the robe?
What I suspected. It was treated with some kind of flame retardant.
Well, would that protect his face? I mean, Vern told me he doesn't wear a mask or anything like that.
I know. I've wondered about that, too. Now, those flames leap all over. Now, if he had something that blew strong enough to keep the flames from his face...
Well, that's pretty risky, isn't it?
He's playing for big stakes.
Casey, you're obviously convinced that the man is a phony.
Don't tell me he's got you believing that Prometheus stuff, too.
I can't figure him. Look, he wanted to hire you to protect him.
All part of the game. He had to get me out to his place so he could fix my shoes.
What?
The fire that burned me started in my shoes, not in my feet. Now, he made me take my shoes off before I went into his office. Then he must have had the shoe treated with phosphor or some other of these chemicals that ignite under heat. Well, you know, like he did with the ledger. The heat of my body touched off the shoes.
That's the same thing he did to Timmy Burns.
I think so.
Well, what are you going to do?
Fight fire with fire. I managed to remove the fire-retardant substance from the robe Whitey brought me. I treated it with some chemicals that really like fire. I fixed it so that Prometheus will really have a chance to bring the gift of fire to Promos. Whitey made it.
Are you sure?
Why shouldn't I be?
Byrne just heard that tonight's meeting has been called off.
Any reason given?
No.
Another date set?
Indefinitely postponed. Now, do you think maybe Promos suspects something?
No, we've got to trust Whitey.
Why would Promos call off the meeting?
Well, maybe he's packing in the entire operation. With Marcus Million, he may figure he's had it.
Now, that leaves us up the creek.
Only one option. We have got to get that meeting rescheduled.
The Promethean Society.
Promos?
Speaking.
This is Bob Steele. Look, I don't know whether you even want to talk to me because of the way I behaved at the party.
Accidents can happen, Mr. Steele.
Well, I called because I heard that tonight's meeting had been called off.
Yes?
And no date had been set for another?
That is correct.
Oh. Well, I guess that's that then.
Mr. Steele, would you mind telling me what you're obviously trying to tell me?
Well, it probably wouldn't mean much to you anyway. It was only a small contribution.
Contribution? From whom?
From the group that I represent. You probably don't know them, but we're setting up an import-export business with China, and I talked to them about the society and you, and of course I could only tell them what Byrne had told me, but they were very impressed.
And what has all this got to do with tonight's meeting?
Well, it was kind of a wild idea to start
without meaning any offense, Mr. Steele, I find it extremely difficult to follow what you're saying.
Well, I apologize. I guess it's because of that spilled drink. I still feel embarrassed. I think I ought to just forget the whole thing and return the briefcase with their money.
I think it would be a lot better and clear up a confusing situation if you came here and told me just what you have in mind.
I'm sorry I took so much of your time, Promos, but I'm sure you understand how my group feels. I'll just take the $50,000 back and explain to them that I couldn't witness a demonstration.
You are always apologizing for the wrong things, Mr. Steele. First you spill your drink on me. Now you say you're sorry for taking my time when I asked you to come here. But you don't apologize for putting me in the position of a cheap magician putting on a magic show for money.
I never intended any
such... What did you intend? Just what did you tell these business associates? That I was some kind of sideshow freak who would become a fire swallower for a fee? What's the name of this game you want me to play?
I'm terribly sorry.
You're sorry? You've not only insulted me, but Prometheus.
Well, I guess there's nothing for me to say.
Oh, yes, there is. I'll give you something to say. Go back to your associates and your father-in-law and tell them they can come tonight and see Promos and the Promethean Fire.
I don't like it. What's going to happen?
At this point, I don't know.
Well, what did Casey say when you told him how Promos reacted?
Good evening. I will extend no welcome to those of you who have come tonight, not because you believe in a cause, but out of curiosity.
I don't like this, Bob.
Tonight, will you have the courage to face Prometheus, as I do? Oh, Prometheus, bring me your gift, your gracious gift of the purifying fire. Behold the fire, the consuming flames that Prometheus... Take it off! Take it off!
Those who live by the sword die by the sword. The man who called himself Promos, who lived by fire, died by fire. A flaming, horrible death. A warning to whom? To criminals, and perhaps a warning from Prometheus, not to misuse the gift he brought mankind. I'll be back shortly. If you're chilly, how about pulling up closer to our roaring fire? On second thought, after tonight's tale, that might make you a trifle uncomfortable. I'm sure that, like most people, you would like to do something about making people more conscious of the values to be found in human decency and honesty. May I offer one word of advice? If someone asks you to join a society for this purpose, think twice. Our cast included Julie Newmar, Mandel Kramer, Earl Hammond, Guy Sorrell, and Sidney Walker. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams. I'm E.G. Marshall, verger of this congregation which celebrates the mysterious and the macabre. Chance, as a learned man once said, may very well be the pseudonym of God when he did not wish to sign his name. And then again, chance may very well be what it appears to be, a random accidental event. And it comes down to the old argument. Can our fate be foretold? Is our destiny signed, sealed, and delivered? Or do we have some room to maneuver? Our mystery drama, First Prize Death, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Sam Dan and stars Norman Rose. No living creature suffers from such poor public relations as the snake. Oh, lately the shark is hated and feared, perhaps even more, but the shark at least deserves his reputation. Of course, things fell apart for the snake when he did the devil's job in the Garden of Eden. It's a pity to hear him constantly maligned, to have his name used to describe traitors, liars, and other scoundrels, especially those who insinuate their way into the victim's confidence. Well, we unfortunately cannot cure the ills of the world. We can only point out those which apply to our story. The snake of discontent has already begun to gnaw at the vitals of John Harrison Desmond, although John is about to deny it stoutly.
Good morning, Eloise.
Good morning.
It's a lovely morning.
Mm-hmm.
Breakfast. What shall I have for breakfast?
You may have anything you like.
Mm-hmm. What has Millicent prepared?
Nothing. She awaits your pleasure.
She awaits my pleasure. This almost sounds as if I'm a feudal lord about to exercise my droit de seigneur.
How about ham and eggs?
You know what that means, don't you, Eloise?
Oh, bacon?
The lord of the castle had free reign, as far as all the women who lived on his estate were concerned.
Oh, pancakes?
I suppose a captain of industry today, who is, you might say, the equivalent in power to a feudal lord, could actually demand and, for the most part, receive...
Oh, John, I just don't know how you can be so cheerful this morning.
Tell me, if you will, how this morning differs from all other mornings.
John.
Breakfast. Why don't I have a slice of ham, a rasher of bacon, and a single sausage, and one egg poached? There.
Oh, John.
Shall you communicate this intelligence to Millicent, or shall I?
Oh, John, it's a shame. It's a crime. It's unfair. It's wrong.
Darling, is something the matter?
Oh, John, how could they give the prize, the Parkhurst Award?
Oh, is that what's bothering you?
Well, it has to bother somebody. Elwood Downard is such a nincompoop.
Elwood Downard is an excellent sociologist.
But, John, next to you, the man's an illiterate.
Now, darling, you must listen.
Please, none of your self-sacrificing nobility.
Happy is that man who, being content with his work, his wife...
Oh, no. Please, no more of that dime store philosophy. The next thing you'll be doing, you'll be reciting, "Let me live in a house by the side of the road and be a friend to man."
I think that's an excellent attitude.
I give up. You are the victim of the most flagrant political maneuvering.
You know, I may also have pancakes.
Well, everybody knows it.
It's rather more calories than I'd originally decided to invest in breakfast, but, well, I can skip lunch.
And I give up.
All right, let me just say this. Elwood Downard is a man of substance and stature.
He's not in your class.
That's not true. He was in my class.
Oh, John,
when I was
really?
teaching at the university. And since he was my pupil, his receiving the award is a compliment to me.
You taught him everything he knows.
You know, this is a silly and fruitless argument.
Oh, you're too good-natured.
Would you rather I was ill-natured?
I give up.
This time I hope you mean it.
And furthermore, what's the use?
There. Now, have you finally subsided? Good. Darling, I know my worth. I know my value. No, you must listen to me.
But I know what you're going to say.
Fine. And there's no need for me to say it.
You're going to say, "I don't care for the opinions or the
Well, if we both know what I'm going to say,
It is enough for me that I do my work. History shall assign me my place."
Yes, that's about what I was going to say.
But by the time history gets around to you, you'll be dead.
Well, then it won't matter very much, will it?
The Parkhurst Award, it's even more prestigious than the Nobel Prize.
Yes, and I never won that one either, did I?
John, you have to get in there and fight.
Darling, I am not a pugilist.
I give up.
Please do, even if it's just for a little while.
Busy, John?
Spence, come on in.
Well, we fed it all into the computer. The data looks pretty good. Now, how far away are we from the report?
Well, no more than 6 weeks.
But we know the conclusions.
It's obvious. We're going to advise the emir that the basic economic effort of his country should now be devoted toward developing the fisheries.
I must say you've marshaled some brilliant arguments. Brilliant.
Spence, tell me something.
Sure. What?
Never mind.
Something bothering you, John?
Well, it's just... Well, you know the old saying, if you're so smart, why ain't you rich? Well, look how smart I am. Why ain't I rich?
Our Sociological Advisory Institute isn't doing all that badly.
No, that's not the kind of rich I mean.
I don't follow you.
Rich. Rich in honors.
Oh.
Yes. Oh. Let me put it to you this way. I've been missing out on the Nobel, and I should have made the Parkhurst this year.
What do you want me to tell you?
After all, I wrote the definitive work on...
John, what can I say? I never thought that...
You never thought what?
That these awards meant anything to you.
I'm only human.
But you always gave the impression that prizes and medals were never really important.
I have forgotten more than Elwood Downard will ever know.
Look, in the long run, what does it mean?
You can take that magnanimous attitude, Spence. After all, you have got a Parkhurst.
I'm also 10 years older than you, John, so you've got plenty of time.
No, I've been pigeonholed. I've been passed over too many times. It's the younger men who'll be considered from now on.
John, what does it matter?
What does it matter?
50 years from now, 10 years from now, next week, will it make any difference?
I am the top in my field.
Nobody who really knows would dispute that.
Then why have I been constantly overlooked? It simply isn't fair.
No one ever said the world or life itself is fair. And there are times when virtue must be content to be its own reward.
Oh, thank you. You're a great help.
I never would have dreamed you felt this way.
Well, now you know.
Tell me something. You're saying all this in confidence, I assume. You still want to maintain your public image as a modest, self-effacing...
Look, Spencer, I have had it up to here. I have to let off steam in front of somebody or I'll blow my top.
That's what wives are for.
Oh, not mine.
But I thought you and Eloise...
If I ever spoke this way in front of Eloise, do you know what she would say? She'd say, She'd say, I told you so. And then do you know what I'd do? I would strangle her with my own 2 hands.
Well, you've got it bad.
What are you supposed to do in this world? How do you get recognition?
But John, you've got recognition.
Oh, you know the kind I mean.
I don't know. I wish I could tell you, but I just don't know.
Spencer, I want that Parkhurst Award. To me, it would be the culmination of my life's work.
You scare me, John. You sound as if you'd be willing to sell your soul for it.
I would. The problem is I don't know who would want to buy it.
They say the devil deals in that commodity.
If there is such a thing as the devil, and he, she, or it is listening, I am willing to make a deal, my soul for the Parkhurst.
What's supposed to happen now? A puff of smoke and a cloud of sulfur and a sudden materializing of Lucifer himself?
Yes, but obviously no such thing exists.
John, don't let this thing get to you.
Spence, it has gotten to me. I can't help it.
Mr. Strickland, we have 2 names for you. Dr. Peter Spencer and Dr. John Desmond.
And who are these gentlemen, Mrs. Poole?
Well, they run an organization called the Sociological Advisory Institute. Yes, it's one of these extremely prestigious research centers and think tanks. They will make the recommendation that will decide the future direction of the economy of this small country that seems to be of such interest to you.
And do you have any idea as to the direction of their thinking?
Oh, yes. We have an agent in their data retrieval section. Yes, it seems clear at this point that they will advise the Emir to develop a fishing industry.
That's exactly what we were afraid of.
That's what you paid me to find out, and now you know.
We must find a way to convince the Institute to arrive at a different conclusion. My associates and I would like to know which member of the Institute will be instrumental in making the decision.
In order that you may do what?
In order that we may get him to change it.
I am familiar with your methods, Mr. Strickland. I don't think violence can serve your purpose.
Neither do I.
Oh, bribery? Well, I am not sure you could buy either Dr. Spencer or Dr. Desmond with money.
Again, neither do I, but surely, Mrs. Poole, you, of all people, should be aware there are many ways to buy a man. And usually money is the least important.
What are you talking about?
John, be reasonable.
I hate his guts.
That's not your image.
I hate my image.
It's the one you've had all your life. It's too late to change now.
I refuse to go to a party that will honor Edward Downard.
You'll not only go, you'll give it. You'll be the host.
Oh, that'll be the day.
The day. The day will be a week from next Wednesday.
If you think that
He's your old student, and you're happy for him, and so you're holding this reception.
No, never.
Then count on this. You'll never get the Parkhurst.
You asked us to discover the kind of coinage one must use to bribe Dr. John Desmond. Well, as you can hear, we have inserted a recording machine in his office. Here, listen to this.
Then count on this. You'll never get the Parkhurst.
How will a cocktail party win me the Parkhurst?
It's politics. It's mingling. It's being seen. It's being gracious. Oh, come on, John. You want the Parkhurst. You want it more than anything in the world.
Well, have you heard enough, Mr. Strickland?
Parkhurst. The Parkhurst Award. It's actually as simple as that.
Excuse me, Mr. Strickland. Are you saying that it is simple for your organization to obtain a Parkhurst Award?
I'm saying, Mrs. Poole, it's simple to promise.
Yes. Who? Well, does he have an appointment? No, I can't see anyone today. Besides, what is there that I could do for him? He says he was advised to call on me by Dr. Elwood Downard. Well, I suppose so. Send him in. Now, why would Downard send anyone to see me?
Dr. Desmond?
Yes, come in, please.
Thank you.
Have a chair. Now, sir, your name is Everett Strickland?
Correct.
What may I do for you?
For starters, do not advise the Emir of Rashal to develop a fishing industry.
What? Oh, now, see here.
I believe in getting to the heart of the matter.
And Elwood Downard sent you to me?
No. I don't know the gentleman. I used the name because I knew you would have to grant me an interview.
The interview is over.
Of course. Only one thing remains to be said, and then we may adjourn so that you will be able to meditate.
Get out before I throw you out.
We could have led up to this gradually over days or weeks or even months, but I believe in placing all the cards on the table immediately. If you care to go along, we're prepared to pay you handsomely.
Oh, now, you listen to me. I don't know who you are or what your game is, but if you think you can bribe me to betray a client...
I don't think I can bribe you. I know I can.
There isn't enough money in the world.
I wouldn't give you a single penny. I'd give you what you want more than anything else.
Will you be good enough to get out?
I offer you the Parkhurst Award. Now, do you still want me to get out?
A man of few words, this Mr. Everett Strickland, but every one carefully chosen, like a precious stone. And further, like a precious stone, each is highly polished. I offer you the Parkhurst Award. 6 words that shine like 6 gems. And does Dr. Desmond buy? You should know by now that you don't find out things like that until we arrive at the second act, in just a few moments. And what are the basic motivating forces in human beings? One great authority says sex. Another says hunger. A third says territory. Well, from all this, we are assured of one thing. There are different forces for different folks. At this time and in this place, what motivates John Desmond is what Shakespeare would call the bauble reputation.
Mr. Strickland, I don't know what your game is, but...
I'm willing to give in order to get.
Why should you be concerned with our dealings with the Emirate of Rashal?
I represent a group that has worldwide interests, Dr. Desmond.
What we are talking about is completely out of the question.
Why?
I have my reputation to consider.
Your reputation is very much the subject of this discussion. It would certainly be enhanced by a Parkhurst Award.
I have heard enough, more than enough.
That's absolutely true. You have heard enough for one day. Now you must sleep on it.
Mr. Strickland, if you do not leave my office immediately, I shall have one of our security people toss you out.
Oh, that won't be necessary. I'm going. You need time now. Time to digest what I've told you.
Oh, spare me any further pathetic attempts to talk me into it.
No need for me to do that. In the end, you'll talk yourself into it.
This party should have been for you, John.
Darling, why don't you have a canopy and a drink and just enjoy yourself?
That speech of yours, that eulogy to that nitwit Woody Downward.
His name is Downard.
Oh, Downard, I have a husband who's content to play second fiddle to his inferiors. Oh, here comes the great man now. No doubt he intends to patronize you. I'm going to get lost in the crowd.
Eloise. Oh, well.
John?
Oh, yes, Elwood.
Thank you for this very cordial affair.
It was my pleasure, Elwood.
There's a plan afoot to establish a series of seminars to be held in Washington, the Elwood Downard Research Series. It would be attended by top people in government and education.
The Elwood Downard Research Series. Mm-hmm.
Of course, my name guarantees the success of the project.
Oh, yes, I'm sure.
I'm assembling a panel to run the thing, and I may have an opening for you.
An opening?
You could do yourself a lot of good, John. Actually, being on my faculty would be quite a boost for you.
Yes, it would.
It would prove that you're back in the mainstream.
I never thought that I'd left it.
Well, of course not, John. It's just that there seems to be an impression that, will you think about it?
Thank you, Elwood. Yes. Yes, I'll think about it.
What was I thinking of the whole evening? I'll tell you.
I don't believe I asked you, Eloise, dear.
You should have been the guest of honor at that party. You should have been the Parkhurst medalist. Why are we stopping here?
Because I have something vital to tell you.
What's that?
Shut up.
John.
I don't know any other way to put it. I don't want to hear another word about Elwood Downard or Parkhurst prizes.
But John, darling, I'm only trying to...
I know. You're only trying to inspire me.
Well, is that bad?
In this case, it can lead to a catastrophe.
John.
You want me to have recognition, fame.
Well, is that so terrible?
These things are not to be, and they are not for me.
I won't have you talk that way.
Well, I must. Do you understand? I must.
You have no right to give up.
Eloise, do not weaken my resolve.
What resolve?
I am willing to accept the hand that has been dealt to me. Please don't make me dissatisfied.
But I'm only trying
You keep saying that you're only trying. And I must tell you to stop. Just stop right now, right here. Never, Eloise, never say another word to me about winning an award.
But I don't
Let's
understand
just leave it at that. Don't push me. I'm having a hard enough time as it is.
John, what do you mean you're having a hard time?
Eloise, the discussion is over. For good.
Good morning, Dr. Desmond.
What are you doing here?
Well, this is a public park.
If you'll excuse me.
I thought we might walk a little ways together, Dr. Desmond.
There is nothing that you and I can do together, Mr. Strickland.
So, you're thinking it over?
Thinking what over?
My little proposition. That's why you've come out here, to commune with nature, to get away from it all, to clarify your thoughts.
Mm-hmm. Tell me, why do you wish to change our recommendation?
Because it makes a great deal of sense.
Well, in that case, I would think that the government...
You see, we want the present government to fall.
Why?
So that friends of ours might take power.
Who are these friends?
Is that important? All that matters is the Parkhurst Award. And the committee is even now considering next year's medalist.
I see. Well, assuming, for the sake of argument...
Yes?
What is it that I could suggest in all practicality?
Why, the practical solution is the obvious one. A program of agriculture. Cultivation of wheat.
Well, it may be obvious, but in the long run, it cannot solve the problems of self-sufficiency.
Your solution, to use the offshore waters and the inland lakes, is an inspiration, but it's premature.
Oh, but still, it's the only real hope for the salvation of the country.
Would you like to win the Parkhurst?
Oh, I would never consider such a bargain. Never. But, well, listen. I mean, assuming for the sake of argument, just suppose. How could you guarantee that...
there are 5 members of the selection committee. We control 3 of them. The majority.
What do you mean, control?
Let us say we are aware of certain intimate details in their lives which could cause each of them no end of embarrassment.
Ah, you could blackmail them.
In a word, yes.
Oh, well, I could never consent to such a thing as...
You need that award, Dr. Desmond. Unless, of course, you want to be patronized by Elwood Downard for the rest of your life. It's a rather cruel world. Ability simply isn't enough. The lily has to be gilded. Well, it's your decision.
Oh, now, listen, not that I could even consider such a thing, but how could I be sure?
An extremely important question. We will deposit the sum of $1 million into your account at the bank of your choosing. If we are unable to deliver the prize, the money becomes yours. Now, surely we don't intend to lose that kind of money.
And you can guarantee that prize?
We know for a fact that Silas Halverson, one of the committee members, had an unfortunate encounter with a young lady during his youth. That Professor Emery Winston...
No, please, I don't want to know about it.
Well, Doctor, what is your answer?
We may be back to ground zero on this project, Spencer. We may have to shift the entire direction of our recommendation.
Why?
Well, because other factors have suddenly... Well, I don't believe that we can...
What are you trying to tell me?
You know, we'd better go the agriculture route. It's a safer recommendation.
We weren't engaged to look for safety, but for a viable economic system.
We have no assurance that we can successfully stock those waters with fish.
But fisheries not only solves the employment problem, it also assures the people of a protein diet.
Yes, such a program cannot be implemented for many years.
Why?
Well, because there's a worldwide pollution problem. Until an international effort is made to clean up the seas...
But agriculture... John, so much of their land is desert.
Yes. Well, we'll propose an irrigation system. I'll have the top agricultural authority set to devise...
No.
What do you mean, no?
This is exactly where we were a year ago. You were the one who came up with a plan that completely demolished the entire agricultural concept.
I have had a chance to allow it to simmer.
It's the real way to go. Let agriculture develop slowly, but let the major expenditure of money go toward the creation of a fishing industry.
It won't work.
You're serious?
Of course.
Okay. Now tell me the truth. What's behind this change of heart?
A reevaluation of all the pertinent data.
My foot. Who got to you, John?
Oh, look, I'm afraid I don't know what you're talking about.
And I'm afraid you do.
I won't even dignify that accusation with an answer.
I'm aware of the political cross-currents in that country.
I am completely above the political implications.
The oil is disappearing. The Emir has to invest in a new kind of economy. There are those who insist on agriculture.
And they happen to be right.
That's not true, and you know it.
Now, why would I be influenced by anything other than my professional judgment?
I don't know. You tell me.
Spence, I thought it over, and I honestly believe
Do
that...
you? Well, I prefer your original solution, your daring, innovative solution.
But it's a...
And as the senior partner here, I have final say.
Even if I'm convinced...
John, we owe our client the truth. And the report we will ultimately deliver is the one that is concerned with the truth.
You cannot pull rank on me, Spencer.
Don't force my hand, John.
I'll submit an independent set of conclusions to the Emir.
Then in that case, I'll pull more than rank. I'll pull prestige. I'll flaunt my Parkhurst Award. You don't have one, remember? And I'll tell you what else I'll do. I'll hire Elwood Downard to put his name on the report. Another Parkhurst medalist.
You couldn't do a thing like that.
Don't force me. And, of course, Downard will get all the credit for the fisheries idea. Anyone who may have thought he lucked into the prize before will now admit he's a genuine genius.
But, Spencer, I am sincerely convinced
you're not.
that...
Somebody got to you. Who and how, I don't want to know. But I'll save you in spite of yourself.
I thought we had a deal.
Yes, so did I.
So what's the problem?
It's not a what. It's a who.
Yes? Tell me about him.
My associate.
Yes?
Well, he won't change the report.
Why not?
He likes the original concept better.
Well, can't you convince him?
No.
You're sure?
Dr. Spencer is a very stubborn man. When he makes up his mind, nothing can change it. So, I'm afraid our deal is off.
Oh, never say die. You never tell what can happen tomorrow.
Where Dr. Spencer's concerned, I can.
I think I'd like to have a little talk with him.
Oh, no. You don't know Dr. Spencer.
And you don't know how I talk.
How does he talk? So far, he always seems to have what everybody wants. He has no trouble selling his programs. A most persuasive man is this Mr. Everett Strickland. But what has he to offer Dr. Spencer? We shall find out when I return in just a few moments with Act 3. Every man, they say, has his price. The tag on Dr. Desmond has already been displayed. It is the prestigious Parkhurst Award. Now it has become necessary to buy Dr. Spencer.
How much does he go for in the marketplace?
Well, Mrs. Poole, what can you tell me?
Nothing, I'm afraid.
I can't believe that.
Oh, why not?
Every man has an Achilles heel. He has to be vulnerable somewhere.
Ordinarily, I would agree. But Dr. Spencer is evidently the exception to prove the rule.
What does he want?
He's satisfied with what he has.
What does he want to keep hidden?
I tell you, he has absolutely no vulnerability.
Then perhaps another method of handling the doctor is indicated.
I'm sure of it.
I shall return your guarantee, Mr. Strickland.
Why?
Because I cannot keep my part of the bargain.
Why not?
Dr. Spencer's mind is made up.
That's true.
He has me effectively blocked from presenting a different report.
That's true, too.
Well, then, what are you saying?
I'm saying that we shall endeavor to unblock the good doctor.
How?
How do you think?
Well, I haven't the faintest idea.
Oh, yes, you do. You foresaw this moment from the split second you decided to accept my offer.
Oh, which moment?
The moment in which you would know that Spencer has to be killed.
Oh, no.
Did you actually think Spencer would allow a 180-degree turnaround?
I had every confidence in my ability to convince him.
Play with the truth if you will, Dr. Desmond. Lie to yourself if you must. Do whatever is necessary to placate your conscience. But please, respect my intelligence.
Well, I won't stand for murder.
You will eventually.
The deal is definitely off.
You'll talk yourself into it. Eventually.
Oh, no, never.
You may have lost your freedom of operation.
I don't understand.
You may have to kill Spencer.
I may have to kill him. Are you mad?
In self-defense.
I can't believe that I'm having this conversation. Spencer isn't threatening my life.
In a very real sense, he is. Listen to this tape.
What's behind this change of heart?
Well, that's Spencer. Where did you...
It's a tape of the conversation you held with Dr. Spencer in your office.
How did you ever get that?
We have your entire conversation. But listen to this very illuminating line.
Somebody got to you, John. Who and how, I do not wish to know. But I'll save you in spite of yourself.
Now, consider the implications of that statement. Dr. Spencer questions your integrity. He's convinced you've been bought off.
He's convinced of no such thing.
If you like to whistle in the dark, go ahead. But the partnership of Spencer and Desmond is coming to an end. And you know it. And soon everyone will know that Spencer threw you out.
That's not true. That's...
Now or later, Dr. Desmond?
Now or later what?
When do you intend to accept reality? And see what it is that you must do?
Oh, I could never agree to murder, to the killing of anyone.
Go ahead. Tell yourself.
For any reason.
That's a noble sentiment.
At any time.
Once again, take a while. As long as you need to talk yourself into it.
How's that final chapter of the report coming, John?
Well, I'm working on it.
I'm sorry. We had those words.
Well, Spencer, it was just a review of the facts of life.
What facts?
Oh, there's an old Civil War saying, them as has gets.
Meaning what?
Meaning it's not what's in the brain, it's decorations on the chest.
I see.
The fact is that I know more than you and Downard put together. But what do brains have to do with it? You have the credentials, and that's enough to put me in my place.
I never realized that credit, honors, prestige means so much to you.
You mean you never thought that I was human?
I'm sorry, John.
So am I, Spence. So am I. How sorry, you'll never know.
Well, Dr. Desmond?
Mr. Strickland,
Yes.
Well, you see, I've decided to go ahead.
See how simple it is. The first decision is always the toughest. After that, everything just falls into place.
Oh, yes. I mean, I suppose if you want to get anywhere, you've got to bite and claw and kick.
Oh, there's absolutely no doubt about it.
And Spence is an old man anyway.
So he goes a few years earlier. And this way, his departure can do you some real good.
His departure?
We've been studying Dr. Spencer's habits. He likes to spend his weekends in his cabin up in the mountains.
Cabin?
Yes. He likes to detach himself from the world and meditate and just be his own man for a few days. Oh, but why do I tell you these things?
Well, what are you going to do?
Oh, nothing involved, nothing complicated. Our amateurs attempt highly complex plans, which then fall apart from their own weight.
But, I mean, what are you going to do?
A freelance agent will be dispatched to the location. He will shoot Spencer.
Oh,
well, that's quite all right. Be shocked, be horrified, show all the human reactions. It's expected of you.
Yes, but
The place is miles from any human habitation. A good doctor requires solitude. And so a prowler robbed him and killed him.
But
that's an eminently logical event. The police will accept it without question. And then control of the Institute passes into your hands, and we have no more problems.
Mr. Strickland, how will this operative be sure that it's Spencer?
He will be sent to the cabin with orders to shoot the occupant. Has there ever been another occupant?
Oh, no.
And the event is scheduled for Saturday evening at 7, immediately before twilight.
Oh, no, listen, I'm...
Yes?
Nothing. Eloise, what time is it?
3:00. John, what's the trouble?
Nothing.
I don't know why you just want to sit indoors on such a glorious Saturday afternoon.
Well, I just feel like sitting indoors. Is there a law against it?
Oh, excuse me.
What time is it?
I just told you.
Well, tell me again.
It's almost a minute after 3. John, please tell me what's wrong. Darling, something is wrong.
No, it'll wear off after a while.
What will?
Oh, forget it.
Well, this is no way to have an intelligent conversation.
Who says we have to have an intelligent conversation? Who says we have to have any kind of a conversation?
Well, excuse me.
What time is it?
1.5 minutes after 3. Do you want some coffee, tea, a drink? John, I'm afraid I'll have to break a confidence.
Eloise, I don't feel like a conversation just now.
And I'm going to do it because I know what's eating away at you.
You do?
Yes. The lack of recognition.
Oh, please, I just don't have the heart.
And I'm going to tell you something. But look, honey, next Saturday you must pretend to be surprised. They'll be here. And it'll be a kind of a testimonial.
Eloise, I don't feel
Spencer and Elwood Downard.
Elwood Downard here? Why?
Your friends all got together. They felt the rest of the world should know what was no secret among your colleagues, that you are really the trailblazer, the pathfinder.
What are you talking about?
So, releases have already been prepared for the press, and everybody will recount how much he owes you. In other words, to put it this way, they will all admit you are Big Daddy.
Oh, I don't believe
that. And for some reason, you've been overlooked. And that bothers people like Downard and Dr. Spencer, and they want to set the record straight. That's what next Saturday night's affair is going to be all about.
That isn't so. You know how Elwood patronized me at the dinner we gave for him.
Well, he called me later. He apologized. He said he didn't realize it could be interpreted that way. All he wanted to do was help call attention to
Good
you.
Lord. Oh, good Lord. What time is it?
It's now 5 after 3.
Spencer, did he leave for the cabin yet?
Sean, I don't understand. What are you doing? Who are you calling?
He has got to be home. He just has got to be home. Spencer. Answer it, Spence. Please be home.
John.
Answer it.
John, you're not well. I know it.
He isn't home.
Of course he isn't home. You know perfectly well he's never home on Saturday afternoon.
I have to talk to him.
We'll call him in the country.
How can I call him in the country? He has no telephone.
John, if you spill the beans about next Saturday night, I'll never forgive you as long as I live.
Now, listen, I'll have to go up there. I'll just have to go up there.
Where?
It's the only thing that I can do now. I can't do anything else.
John, where are you going? John!
Oh, Spence. Spence! Spence! Spence, are you in there? Spence! Oh, good Lord, am I too late? Spence! Spence! Oh, thank the Lord. I'm in time. He's not here yet. Now, what I better do is go back along the road and stop him from coming up here.
Turn around, Dr. Spencer.
Oh, no, wait. I'm not Dr. Spencer.
Quit thinking, pal. You see the gun in my hand, so naturally you're going to deny you're old Doc Spencer, but it's no good. I was told you'd be up here.
Now, look, I can explain.
Oh, nobody has to explain nothing. You know what I am? I'm an assassin.
But you're making a mistake.
I could have shot you in the back just before.
Look, try to understand what I'm saying.
Ask me why I didn't shoot you in the back. I'll tell you. It's because a man should make his peace with it. Well, whoever, whatever he believes in, just before he goes.
No.
Now, you got 1 minute.
No, please.
It's the tradition of the profession.
But I tell you that I am not.
Is that how you want to spend the last minute you got in the world?
You're making a mistake.
All right, don't look at the gun. Just close your eyes. I'm very good.
Oh, please.
I'm very professional. You won't feel a thing. You won't know a thing.
Hit the ground! John! John! I'm not dead. Spence!
This man, who? I'm afraid he's dead. But he was going to kill you.
Oh, Spence.
The first prowler, the first robber we've ever had out here. I'm afraid to look closely. He's dead, isn't he?
Yes. Yes, he's dead, Spence.
Lucky I was out hunting and I had my rifle.
Oh, Spence. Can you ever forgive me?
Forgive you for what?
Well, you see, I had a moment. A very bad moment. But it will never happen to me again. No. Never again.
He did, and it didn't. And the following year, the committee nominated him for the Parkhurst Award. And when he accepted it, he made a brilliant speech to the effect that the world's greatest honors are the ones a man receives from his colleagues. I shall return shortly. It's a thin veneer, this coating we have of civilization, and sometimes it can be rubbed off quite suddenly. We want something very badly, and before we know it, one thing will lead to another, and there we are, thinking the unthinkable and performing the impossible. Well, those are two good words to describe our doings here 7 times each week. The unthinkable and the impossible. Join the fun. Our cast included Norman Rose, Evie Juster, Roger DeKoven, and Sam Gray. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
Filling the air with bright and beautiful music. KIXI, Seattle.
11:04. CBS CBS News. Secretary of State Kissinger says United States policy at the United Nations will not change with the departure of U.S. Ambassador Daniel Patrick Moynihan. This is Doug Poling reporting on the CBS radio network. Moynihan resigned Monday, saying he will go back to Harvard to teach, and amid speculation, he may seek the Democratic nomination for the U.S. Senate from New York. There have been recent reports of rifts between Moynihan and the State Department, but in Los Angeles Monday night, Secretary of State Kissinger said Moynihan is a close friend of his, adding that he carried out American policy at the UN, which will not change. Kissinger also said the United States should use its economic strength, including its grain supplies, in bargaining with the Soviet Union.
If the Soviet Union needs grain from the West, if it needs economic benefit, this should be used by the West to negotiate the political arrangements which we consider desirable, particularly to move things towards a more stable and peaceful world.
Kissinger took part in a panel discussion in Los Angeles. More news in a moment. Governor George Wallace of Alabama sprained some ligaments in his right leg late Monday. One of the governor's security men was carrying him to his seat on the Wallace campaign airplane when he apparently lost his footing. Wallace was not badly hurt in the fall. Doctors put a splint on his right leg. Wallace had to curtail some of his activities planned for Tuesday in Florida, but the governor says this will not stop his campaign. The Northeast was hit hard Monday by a storm which included very high winds, snow, and very cold weather. Businesses were hit hard. The New York Stock Exchange opened an hour and 15 minutes late. Tens of thousands of people were without electricity in New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut. Late Monday night, some homes were still without power, especially in Suffolk County, New York, the eastern part of Long Island. Jack Stringfeld of the Long Island Lighting Company had this information.
We have, I would guess, somewhere in the neighborhood of somewhat less than 200 crews out working tonight. We have reduced the number of outages substantially. We're down to about roughly 2,000 throughout the whole system, and most of these are concentrated in the East Suffolk area, which was very, very badly hit by the high winds earlier today.
Stringfeld said at one point Monday, 76,000 homes and offices on Long Island were without power. The House on Tuesday begins debate on whether to lift price controls on natural gas. The Ford administration wants prices decontrolled, saying that will help stimulate production of the scarce fuel. The Senate has already approved a measure to lift price controls on new natural gas. The Society of Professional Journalists, Sigma Delta Chi, has called on Congress to determine the truth to those charges that some American journalists have been working for U.S. intelligence agencies. Sigma Delta Chi President Robert McCord says his organization wants the charges cleared up, saying vague accusations such as these bring the conduct of all journalists into question. Secretary of Agriculture Earl Butz has announced a series of moves to tighten grain inspection procedures. The measures include government checks on American grain after it arrives at foreign ports to see if it meets buyer specifications. Butz acted following a department report charging USDA agencies have acted slowly to foreign complaints of receiving dirty, misgraded, or short-weighted grain from the United States. Now this.
In the latter part of the 18th century, the son of a well-to-do family was sent off to school with an astonishingly large wardrobe, quite different from today's T-shirts, sneakers, and jeans. I'm Mike Wallace, CBS News. Education and manners in early America are two topics we'll cover on Lifestyle 1776. 30 bicentennial broadcasts the weekend of February 14th and 15th. Interesting insights into life at that time. Lifestyle 1776 on the CBS Radio Network.
In Portland, Oregon, a woman called the local offices of the Internal Revenue Service. She wanted some information from the IRS. Her call was placed on hold for a moment. While waiting, she heard some background music over the phone. The song was Hey Big Spender. This is Doug Poling, CBS News.